This is the Greenlight Gathering Day, the 8th of October 2016, or at least it is here. It might not be in some other places. I know for my co host today, it is in fact not. It is 6 in the morning on the 11th. Say hello to the nice folks, Brick. All right. So, oh, I'm sorry, it's the ninth. You're right. I did say the 11th. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I get you 2 days ahead of two more days in the future. Okay. All right. So Simon thinks he's got his computer stuff worked out. Hey there, NBC Company X. Welcome to the stream. We also have Lovely Kitty, our lead moderator. This is the third week of four that Mello asked for a vacation for. So yeah, I know, and yeah, I know the Five Nights at Freddy's Sister something or other turned up on Steam this week. I have not got a copy. I don't actually intend to buy one. Um, if someone sends me a copy, I'll play it. Obviously, I did wind up with a copy of. I did wind up somewhere with a copy of Five Nights at Freddy's 3, but yeah. That might actually be not horrible. Uh, that might not be horrible then. Maybe I'll see if I can't dig out a couple of bucks. And I don't know how much they want for it. Um, Actually, does somebody have a link for that now, or maybe, or just drop a. Yep. Okay. So we had a significant dearth of input this week for reasons I don't understand. I think it is that some people didn't realize we were actually still doing this. I know Sid was here last week and 679. That's a little. Well, that's probably. Is that AUD or USD? I don't think it really matters that much right now. So is that US? Okay. So let's get stuck in. Okay, so okay, here is my link. There's my link. Okay, all right. Okay, pointy clicky thing. Now hiring late night technician. It must enjoy craft spaces and be comfortable around active machinery. Not responsible for death or dismemberment. Wow. Okay then. Yeah, 679 USD. I don't have it right now, but that's okay. Um, Apparently you're going to be working on shit. Well, you know what? I'll give him this one. He's at least mixing up the formula enough. So that might be something to look at later. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did actually. He usually yeah, I know, right? Okay, sorry about that. I had to turn up your audio. Usually I use this to play video games, so I don't always remember to turn the desktop audio back up when I'm done. All right. All right. Yeah. Let's do it. Knock myself out. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, sanity destruction. Okay. What? Oh, wow. Okay. I think this one. I think somebody actually made a note of this one here recently. Oh, hold on. I got to do a thing. We don't want any kind of echo in here, so I actually have to change something around. And let's reload that. And now we can turn that. Wait, where have I seen this before?
I'll tell you after the video.
Oh, it looks like something else we covered a long time back. Oh wow, you can at least blow shit up. Wait for it. You know what? I think we have actually seen this one before. I think we saw this one last week. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we made commentary on
I
this
didn't
last
watch
week.
last week, so okay.
We had this one. We had this one last week. And
Okay.
the only thing I could think of that was actually any good about it was that it that you could break all the shit. Oh yeah.
Well, I think you have to deal with the little croco squirrel behind you.
Yeah, the micro squirrel's being hauled off by Lady Croco Squirrel.
Okay. Well, the one thing that grabbed me about this is it's so similar to that game called Garbage Day.
Yeah, I remember
about
that one
three
too.
people have told me that. Yeah. But the issue is it's crap.
Yeah.
Like Garbage Day, arguably you could get some enjoyment out of, but this is a crap asset flip of the same idea. Like it's trying to be GTA, but made with a pack that looks sort of like Unit Z, but yeah.
No, it's just
not
crud.
good.
The faceless half-modeled humans are probably a good part of that. All right.
Yeah. Moving on then.
Moving on.
You've already covered this one. Okay.
Yep, we did this one last week.
Okay. Okay. So I don't know what you've already done. So.
Well, if we run into something else, I'll let you know. All right.
If you've already seen this, I wouldn't be surprised.
I may not have. Well, no. Blob's Adventure. No, I don't. No, I don't think we've seen this one. Although I recognize that that little eyeball.
Yes,
monster.
that's what drew me to it.
Blob. Yeah. Anybody recognize that? We've seen that blob before.
Yes,
it was an enemy the last time we saw it. In fact. Beat the alien blob. Stars. What?
It's trying to be sort of like a platform collectathon, like your Banjo-Kazooies and that, but it's just awful. Like, it's just got the wrong everything for it. Like, if you're making a game like that, you really need for it to not look like a cheap mobile port made with stock assets. But yeah,
I don't know. The way they play it, it almost looks like it's competent though. They actually put some work into dealing with some of this.
Yes.
Yes. But it's not. Well, it does look like a cheap mobile port.
It's consistent at least. It's consistent at least.
I'll give it. Yes, I will give it the consistent. I will give it all this. I've seen these maps, these trees, the blobs themselves.
Yeah.
I think a blob is actually modified from the one that they used in Temper Tantrum, or the digital homicide used for Temper Tantrum.
That's what drew me to it originally. I'm just like, yeah, this one needs to be in.
Okay. And all of their images
Anything
are
else?
GIFs that run gameplay. So Blob's Adventure.
At least it shows gameplay.
It does show gameplay, and I will give it that for years. At least it
shows gameplay.
It does do that, and if you were going to try and sell it just on its own, this isn't necessarily a bad way to do it. It just doesn't look all that great as far as a game goes.
Yeah.
It looks like it may in fact be competent, and then that's okay. I'm good. You've got a clearly defined goal. You've got physics that seem to actually function. You've got enemies that actually work. Um,
You've got
so
consistency, which is something too rare in some games.
in a lot of games. Um,
Yes.
so no, I wouldn't vote for it. I probably wouldn't play it, but it doesn't look like it.
No.
It's not a case of it doesn't deserve, somewhat deserve to exist. Maybe a little bit more,
Mm.
a bit, make a little more effort to make it not look quite so digital
Mobile.
homicide, and it would be
Yes.
great.
That's the other thing. Also, it reminds me of those games that would use the gyro on your phone to tilt,
Which
but
actually
it's
wouldn't be.
obviously not
That
because
would
they're trying to
actually
do it
be a
on.
valid
Yeah,
control scheme
it'll
if
be
you
a good game
had.
then. Yeah, yeah, it would be a good game then.
It would be an excellent game for a mobile phone, or if you have like a six-axis controller, a PlayStation
Yeah,
six-axis controller, where you could just move it around and have fun.
yeah,
Temper Tantrum is actually where we saw that blob. Although in
yes,
Temper Tantrum the blob has horns on it, and this one doesn't.
yes. I think they just took the texture or something and just made it a round ball.
That could, that's entirely possible. And
Yeah,
certainly, if that's what they
not hard.
did, that would be a valid use of the of an asset pack. So
Yes.
I'm not gonna give this an up or a down at this point, but it's something to pay attention to maybe if they get it through.
Mm.
And that would be something to cover. So we're gonna go with Ask Me again later. Let's have a look at their description real quick just to make sure. Um, Someone on Game Jolt, so apparently it's available. New
Well, if someone's
trailer and
game
video
enough to
upload.
play it.
Yeah, well, hey. Apparently he had it's only got 6 views. Yeah, no, he went to some effort on this description.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm not gonna.
if you watch, mm,
If I
if
watch
you
what?
watch Jim, if you watch Jim's Greenlight Good Stuff, he does praise games that actually put the effort in to have the image titles there. So yeah,
Or at least some sort of like breaking it up so you know what you're looking at. So
yeah, and more than 3 lines.
8 worlds to explore will add much more if we get any popularity. Well, okay, that's not exactly real good English, but yeah. Uh,
Honestly, for a game like that, that's probably got about 3 lines of text in it. That's fine. Controls, roll, done.
yeah. Um,
Yeah,
let's see. A mobile version of the game is currently available to install free on Android and iOS, and there are some of those
I'm not
comments
going
about
to
it.
put it on
So it
mine.
is in fact a mobile port.
Yes.
Um, I okay. It's there, and I'm
Yeah,
okay
it's
with it
it's a
being there.
thing that exists.
It is a thing that exists. It's a thing that doesn't really tickle the stick, but it's a thing that exists, and we're okay with that. Next, please.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Lady Flying Brick, the fan.
Yes.
Oh,
I I picked this one because it's what an actual photo F&B game
we
should
covered it.
somewhat look like.
Yeah, it's what this is in fact what it should look like.
Okay, you covered it. I take it.
We can do it again. It's okay.
Yeah.
This was an example of something that you should do if you're going to do something like this.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. Have actual actors, lighting, sets, props, and not your stupid mates being stupid.
you're right. See, I voted this up.
Okay. I
Uh,
again, you didn't want to see them beforehand. I didn't want to spend like an hour and a half flicking through previous streams looking for
yeah, that would be
ones that you've already done.
okay.
Okay, so that's
And they are currently
okay.
in the top 100. So we're just going to do this
Oh,
as a quick
good luck
update.
to them. Good luck to them.
Absolutely. Uh, I don't see where it's been doing a lot of vote boosting. It's you're using photos,
If
actual
if you're a
photos
good
to
enough game, Yeah.
If you're a good enough game and you're doing something and you're doing it this way, then
Mm.
I'm completely willing to give that a go. And it's going to be free to play. They're going to charge for the next one,
Mm.
but they want this one out there for free to do the thing. And Sid and I thought that was a really brilliant idea as far as
Yeah.
marketing a game. You put the first one out there for free, and if it does okay,
I'm
and you're
I
not,
am a mm.
I'm a complete
I was just
supporter of
saying
that.
I'm a fan of demos. Like you don't need to give away the game if you can just make a demo of like the first level and just say have this for free. If you want to buy the game, buy the game.
Yeah, I have actually praised games that do that, and there are some crap games that do it anyway. And
Mm.
as a sales from a sales standpoint, that's a wonderful thing to do. It gives your people, your potential customers, an idea of what they're going to get. And the trailer is actually
Yes. I'm just
the
reading the
trailer for
chat.
this pretty is pretty slick too.
Yes.
Um,
And it looks like it'll go for more than 20 minutes.
yeah, uh,
We're just basically ripping on BMC here.
yeah.
That's why I put this one in, just so I could rip on BMC for a bit.
Because ripping on BMC is actually fun. The bunker is
Yes, and
about
they
a
haven't sued
2 hour
us yet.
game. The bunker was about 2 hours. It wasn't horrid. It just really it drove me nuts at the end of the game when the difficulty curve spiked to high hell. And yeah, that was very irritating.
Mm. A lot of games do that. It's trying to extend game time, but it just gets horrible.
Yeah,
Do you
well,
want to move on to the next one then?
yeah, let's get to the next one.
Okay.
And this is going to be probably really bad.
It's an
Fuzzy,
awful one. Yes.
Fuzzy Wazoo. It's probably supposed to be Fuzzy Wuzzy. Oh, ow. Versus the Angry Ginger Giants. What has he got? Oh, okay, I see what he's doing. That was supposed to be a joke. Um,
Yeah.
is this gameplay?
Okay. I think it's
First,
meant to be, but okay.
first off, you've got
There's
one texture right here for the background, and you've tiled it very badly. Very badly.
that's the story of the whole game. Okay. There's been some rumors that this is Super Sky Phoenix again. You'd remember him.
I would remember him.
Okay, I'm trying to remember the name of the game. Basically, it's the kid who. Oh, it's my first game. I'm a 16-year-old with autism. Blah blah blah. Just trying to justify that, and
It's the one with the
I remember
bunny.
them acting like a brat. I can't remember the name of their other one.
Yeah, it was the one with the bunny.
Yeah,
It looked
that
like it
one
was
with the
done in.
rabbit.
Yeah, it just looked
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah. And yeah. And they're saying thank you voters, etc., etc. Finally in the top 3% of the top 100.
Mm-hmm.
And it's this awful. So I'm guessing shenanigans have taken place.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
it
calling
looks like to me.
shenanigans on this one. Yes.
Oh, and it's how long is this trailer?
Yes, Muffy
Six
the
and
Bunny.
a half
That's what it was
minutes.
called.
Oh wow! No. 6.5 minutes of
I
a
didn't
gift being
check the
run
trailer length.
repeatedly.
I didn't check the trailer.
Just,
Yep.
No.
Oh.
That's not gameplay, folks. Muppy the Bunny, that's it. Yes. Muppy the Bunny. Oh,
Feel free to link that picture that I sent you of what a nice bunny looks like, even though that one's a bit of an asshole. But yeah, he's cute. But yes.
And then this
Yes,
one, and then this one doesn't want
I'm
to
calling
load.
shenanigans on it. Read the description. It's annoyingly awful.
Oh, that's actually
But
what's
it
going to
does
tell me
remind
whether
me
or
a lot
not
of
it's the same guy.
Well, it says
Finally,
Muppy the Bunny in the description.
What? Huh? Okay. Fuzzy Wazoo versus the Angry Ginger Giants video game where you have to hop around and trying to avoid angry gingerbread men collecting cookies and a challenge. And a challenge.
The
Think of
challenge
this
isn't
game as
getting a
Flappy
seizure
Bird,
from it.
but more addicting. And he has DLC for other worlds. Right. Because it does. Why is the game? Because it does, and I love making games. I want to inspire others to do so. No matter what happens, never give up, guys. I made that mistake so many times. Muppy the Bunny, etc. Okay, so yes, definitely the same guy that did
Cards on table.
definitely the same
Cards
guy
on
that said
table.
That did Muppy the Bunny, and really, he hasn't gotten any better at it. Um,
Yes, Simon, that rabbit is cute, and he is currently making noise in my other room. So, yeah, if you can hear that, let me know, and I'll shut the door.
I can't hear anything over
Because
there,
yeah, if you just start hearing a random thumping noise coming from my mic,
dude.
because now
Your second trailer isn't even loading. Nothing's loading. What the hell? Reload.
yes, we assume that it's the Muppy the Bunny guy.
No, we don't have to. He admitted to it.
He
He
admitted to it,
openly
but
admitted to
it's
it.
yes he did.
He openly admitted to it right there in his thing.
Also note that I think it's actually I'll check this now, see if it's the same account. And he's currently in game Game Maker Studio.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yep.
Okay.
Still, I have to admire that he has 285 hours in Game Maker Studio, where
Well,
BMC, if I recall correctly, had about 10 in Game Guru when they put out Cumulator. Actually, not Cumulator, when it was Kim Jong Un Simulator.
yeah,
Basically, let's just
accumulator.
rip on BMC some more. Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
Apparently, I'm going to have a small issue with this. All right. Give me a
mm.
second to. I gotta shut down
No,
Steam here briefly.
it looks to be a new account, but I'd advise you not to go to it because he's very kindly put his name and his city on his account. So I don't think we should put that across the internet.
Okay, give me a second here, and
Yep. Radio.
I will return to Steam momentarily because I actually have to shut it down
Oh.
and and bring it back up because I'm actually having a train wreck here with the internet connection, or at least with Steam. Come on, Steamy, let's get back up here. I'm on a cell modem, so this actually does happen occasionally.
Yeah. It's like being on the internet in Australia. It's always awful.
Most of the time, actually, it doesn't do too bad. It just doesn't do particularly well in some cases.
Mm.
And I may actually
like when you're trying to stream.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, most streams we do okay too. It's just that every once in a while, Steam and
it just as if you see fit.
hey there, we got Gwendolyn and Alex. You haven't missed a whole lot there, Alex.
No, we
we're
like
only
Simon
really
said,
just getting started at this point. We were ripping on BMC for a bit. All right, let's have the next link, please.
Yep. If I recall correctly, this is a repost, so you might have covered this before.
Well, if it's a repost, then it's a repost, and that's a thing.
Yes.
I may have to shut down that other thing too. Okay, we'll see what happens.
Mm.
All right.
But yeah, don't go to that Muppy guy's Steam profile because it's got his name on it.
Because if I can't get this through,
Hopefully.
I have to do a thing with Firefox, and that'll hold everything up for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, first off, you stop that. I don't care what you think. Let's try that again. I may actually have to shut down Steam and Firefox at the same time, so we're going to... Oh, sigh. I don't think this is going to happen. Okay, give me a second. I will return. Give me a second here. Let me get the chat back into the main window so I can at least reopen it. Clicky there. And, oh, hello. All right. I got to shut down. All right, give me a second. I will have to shut down Flaming Fennec
Yep.
and Steam again and come back. So I will return
Okay.
momentarily.
Yep.
Take me about a minute or so. I'm going to mute my mic.
Yep.
I'm going to do a thing, and then I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay, yes, folks, there is a new Five Nights at Freddy's. And shutting those down, of course, restored restored everything. So we should be okay for another 3 hours if we want. Okay, click. And Bandai Namco is having a publisher weekend, just so we have that information. Go ahead and send me the next link real quick here, if you would, Brick.
I thought I sent this one to you already.
Well, you did,
on,
but
I'll
I had
send
to
it
shut
again.
down Steam again, so I lost it.
Oh.
I don't even have my
Well, there
chat
you
window
go.
up. There we go.
Oh.
Leaves of Autumn. Let's have a look at the Steam
It's been
Greenlight trailer.
reposted.
It's been reposted. I have not actually seen this.
Yes. Okay. Long story short, from what I remember, the dev was being a cancer.
Oh.
Yeah.
The seasons have been corrupted by an ancient evil. Wow. That's not original or nothing.
And the fact that it looks like Earthbound.
But looking like Earthbound is not a crime.
With horribly cut out JPEGs.
Trying to be Earthbound and Undertale is different. Wow. Who the hell are you?
Yep.
Paulette, and this is my home. Okay. If this is your home, what the hell are you doing? Shop. Restore it to its former glory. So you're a witch on a broom with a little thing following you around. And an RPG where you don't actually walk behind trees or behind the tops of trees, you walk over them. I saw that a little while ago. And that blank spot in your map is not a good thing either, pal.
And the fact that the sprites are different sizes, the enemy sprites aren't actually sprites, they're hand-drawn images badly cut out, so you can still see the artifacting around them. And just the style's different, everything's different. People are saying that they've just got various asset packs in the comments and that. And of course, our friend Stephanie's back talking about Greenlight's best games. So yeah,
What?
it's always great to see that.
How long is
Our
this
group
trailer?
spammer. I don't know. I haven't checked. 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes.
Yeah,
Do me a favor and bring the screen back up on the drive call if you
sorry.
can.
I can. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. I'll
So
be right with you. I'll be right with you on that. Give me a sec. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, and the Bandicam logo at the top. Hooray!
There's a little bit of everything in it, which is why I picked it.
Non-linear storyline progression. That means you can go get the last. You can go get the last one first if you want to.
I didn't listen to the sound, so I can't tell you if that's true or not.
Original soundtrack. And
Although
score.
notice how it says soundtrack, so it's not soundtracks. So I've probably got like one original song and just gone Kevin MacLeod for the rest of it.
Facebook.com/FrostySpears.
Yep.
You ask us to greenlight you on Steam. I don't think I'm going to do that. I mean, admittedly, you went to some trouble to get RPG Maker looking different, but I'm not seeing you doing anything new in terms of story. That story is so damned old and so overused, and your maps with the big black borders on them, that's a crime. Also, see if you can't get your pictures to actually fit. I mean, they give you a ratio for that for a reason, and this is not particularly professional.
Okay, two things to note. The icon for the game is the game studio, not Leaves of Autumn. Like, notice how it says Frosted Fears Game Studio and
I
not
noticed that.
Leaves of Autumn. Yes. And how it's drawn with MS Paint. And if you look at the last screenshot, which is the one that's on now, how charming is that image? How charming is that image?
You know what? If you're gonna do that, just save your shit as PNG, and you actually lose all of those artifacts because reasons.
Yes.
If you drew it yourself, if you took it from someplace else, yeah. Image editing 101 for folks. Princess Pea Pants. Oh, goody. Okay.
Yes.
So you're already doing it
next.
wrong. Hold on.
Yep.
Let's look at the description for a moment.
Oh, yes.
From the brothers at Frosted Fear Studio.
Digihome 2.0?
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. RPG Maker MV, yeah. And therefore will be ported to iOS as well as Android edition of Steam. Yes, I realize it's still in development, folks, but you need to, you need to put some more work into it, guys. Come on. Let's have some more work. I'm not going to vote that up now. I am amused that you managed to do something with RPG Maker that doesn't look completely stale, but let's put a little more work into this. We don't need another Legend of Zelda game. We really don't. You're trying to make this a cross between a Legend of Zelda game, the
Earthbound,
and Undertale, and it's not working. So let's move on.
No. Okay, this one was a group link one, so I haven't looked at it fully, but might as well get one of them going.
There's nothing wrong with reusing the assets that come with an engine.
No.
There's nothing wrong with using an engine. Matter of fact, there's a lot of things that go right when you use an engine. It means you actually save yourself about a year's worth of work trying to reinvent the wheel. But at the same time, you need to do something a little different. You need to make it compelling, and this didn't do that. I don't have issue with that.
The issue with RPG Maker is you just get so many people that just use the same generic assets and just the same turn-based script that's out there, the same sprites, the same everything. and
I
they
think
all look the same. They all play the same. There's nothing new there.
you
It's
see when I
yeah,
do an
same old,
RPG
same old.
Maker, when I work in an RPG Maker game, you know what I do with them? Instead of just, I'll use the stock stuff because that's what I've got, and that's the best my artistic ability will allow. But
Mm,
I will, on the other hand, I'll put most I'll put most of my focus into the actual story as opposed to as opposed to trying to screw up the assets because that's exactly what I'm going to do. I know that. Everybody I know knows that. But I can at least do something. I can use a care. I actually have a Spriter program that I can use to reassemble assets in different ways to make them look better or look different, make my characters look better at least. So why not do this to a certain degree?
mm.
Um,
The problem is just don't do it that awfully.
well,
Just
generally I tend
yeah,
not to. I wouldn't do something like
yeah.
that, for example. And that story is
Mm.
thoroughly generic. I also do mostly sci-fi work, so that's
Yes.
kind of a thing.
Oh.
All right.
Well, I linked to the next one, so
Well, I tried the original Dark. Okay, Chad. I actually tried the original Dark Souls for a bit, and had abs and that first boss kicked my ass so many times. I don't know what the fuck happened. The controls were just ooh. Fearless Tigor. Oh, I see this going very badly. What is this?
I don't know. The group linked it to me for this.
Oh, I'm gonna turn my headset down a little bit. That's
Oh, is it loud?
that's no good. Turn that down. Just turn the video down a bit too, because that's what the hell is this shit? I mean, I guess if you're trying to be Metroid, but that rope ladder there doesn't work. Your mechan.
That everything doesn't work.
What is going on with this? Are you guys trying to redo Zelda 2? Is that what we got here? Because that's what it looks like.
No,
That's really what it looks like.
It's definitely Metroid, but they've clearly not got the skills to pull it off. Like, they're trying a little too high. Like, if you look at the
Hey,
enemies,
floaty bugs are
when
floaty!
they're-
I love floaty bugs!
yes, and they're also blurry when the main character's in sharp focus.
Ugh. No, folks.
So they look like they're on a different plane. So, and from what I can tell, there's about 3 different ones. 2 of them are drawn in the description.
What is... I don't understand.
I haven't listened to the music. Hold on. I'll put myself through that.
Just... What is this? You want to be Metroid, you want to be a lot of things, and you're just failing at it all overall. I mean, you're floating.
Mechanically, they're trying, but they haven't got the skills or the experience to pull it off.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
they've literally gone online and go, how to make a Metroid game. And they've just done this.
And yeah, I'm not voting. I'm not voting for this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do the opposite. I just
Oh, that is horrible.
it really doesn't look very good. And
No, it does not.
your protagonist here,
It's the same tiles as well, and yeah.
your protagonist here, his arms are way longer than his legs, which is not a good thing
Yes.
to start with. His proportions.
And he has about 3 frames of animation.
I thought I might have seen a 4th one, but just no. This is not the way you do this. There are ways to do shit, and there are ways to do shit, and this is not the way you do shit. Not only that, but if you look, you can see the gaps in here where they did this with Game Maker. You see here,
Yes.
right here,
They didn't
they've
do the
got a
textures
gap
right.
here between this bit and that bit. And there's a short bit in between here to try and make the
Yep.
distance. There's another gap here. You can see the seams, and that is
Mm.
actually very poor work. And in
Yes.
fact, there's a seam right down the middle of this. Okay, I applaud your use of tiling textures, but you have to position them correctly. That's all there is to it.
You have to position them correctly, and you need really like a layer of grass or something on top just to make it smoother and that looking, so it's not just blocks. Like
Yeah,
someone puked a bunch of Tetris blocks out and stuck them together to make a level.
yeah. It looks like I
Like
actually
it's
just
not the NES.
no.
Like even Mario, the old Mario games made it look like you're at least walking on something consistent.
Okay. Or
Yeah.
we look at this one here, and none of this critter's legs are sitting on the floor. Okay,
No.
This is a floaty bug thing that is actually a bug. His collision box is wrong.
Hmm. And he's
Okay.
also how they've drawn it is different angle to how the protagonist is drawn. So it looks like that he's sort of like balancing on his. So the bug's like balancing on its toes or something, going, "Hey, look at what I can do! I can bug out."
And be a bug. See, and here's
Yes,
the
in
thing you
more
were
ways than
talking
one.
about with the be like they're on different planes.
Yes.
Okay, and this is supposed to be a boss critter. This guy's got no life. All right.
No, it's the other one on the other side. The red flare spider is meant to be that. It's meant to be a red flare spider, even though it's yellow.
Mm-hmm. A young boy got
Yes.
trapped on dungeon prison. Uh,
Huh.
and thrown by
They
the
have an
mysterious
official
magic
website
by
and
the
pressed
king
yet.
to the dungeon prison near the center of the earth for trying to carry off the king's daughter as a result of their engagement is not sanctioned by the king.
Huh.
Punctuation, pal. Punctuation. Punctuation. Too many words. Just no. It barely parses
I'm
his
actually looking
English.
a bit lower. I'm actually looking a bit lower at the about this game. It's a 2D action platformer and roguelike inspired by some classic games from the SNES, Genesis, and GBA. Okay. The
Too
SNES does
nostalgic
not
with
look like this.
pixel classic. No, the SNES didn't look like
No,
that. The Genesis sure as hell didn't,
no.
and Game Boy Advance
I
is.
own a Genesis. It does not look like that.
I
I own a Genesis. The graphics do not look like that.
I've actually got a
This
complete Tower of Power sitting right there. I got an old Master System. It looked better than that.
yeah,
Uh,
I've got the CD drive on mine.
I've got that and the 32X sitting here,
Yeah.
just sitting there. They're over
Mm.
there. They're not even
Yeah.
plugged in at the moment because I have too much other shit.
Yeah.
Um, but I
The why make this game's glorious. Scroll down a little bit to that.
okay.
I still like the about this game. More than 10 levels, which has unique enemies and unique bosses. Yeah, all
Right.
three of them.
All three.
Yep, all three. Why make this game? It's my side project and take long time, more than 1 year to developing due to my budget condition. No, it's due to your bloody shit graphics condition.
That too.
Like, it's
I got idea.
oh.
I've got idea to make this game with experiment to make some games with Unity engine. Unity. This is Unity.
Unity. Unity. Right. I thought this was Game Maker.
I've hired two
Game Maker or
Yeah, it looks like Game Maker.
Unity.
How do you get Unity to look like freaking Game Maker? Ah!
Unity. That's all I can say.
I have no words.
Oh,
I have absolutely no words.
I have one. Unity.
Okay. This is Baby's first game design, and he wants
No, this
actual
is
money for
baby's
this.
first failure at game design. This
Ugh.
is like the kid who cuts the edges off the jigsaw pieces to make them fit. Literally, you can see. Oh, it's awful. Just Unity. Just slap a big Unity logo on. That's the only word I have for this. Unity.
And that unfortunately is a
Yes,
word.
Mellow. Fucking Unity.
If you don't like, okay, here we go. Rebelholic. There's a bunch of um,
About art
oh,
style, it will improve after Greenlit and can hire more artist developers to polishing. No. For gap between tiles, I will fix with soon. Oh dear, is all I can say to this. Just oh dear. Like, just take that sound bite from the Digital Homicide interview and just put that there. That is my feeling on this. What was that JonTron quote again? There's a lot of them that can reflect this.
I don't even know. Next, please.
Okay.
And they're due for release Q1 next year.
Oh, yes.
Ugh.
I give you
Okay.
the most generic title ever.
Oh, generic title of Doom. Vaccine! There you go.
Have a look at it and
Wii U,
what
PS4,
does this remind
Xbox.
you of? What does it remind you of?
I'll find out. Time to find a vaccine. You don't do that. Once you've caught the disease, the vaccine's not going to do you any damn good.
No. Vaccines work before, not after.
I know what this reminds me of, and I don't want to say it.
Exactly.
Capcom would sue me.
Finding the vaccine.
Capcom would sue these guys.
They
Let
should.
Capcom sue them.
Your house will
Yes.
randomly rebuild itself.
Well, the issue is it's not exactly the same, but it's close enough that... Yeah.
I see it in seconds. And I shouldn't see that in
Yes.
seconds. Rita O'Connor
Level
with no
up your
face.
skills. And try to save your friend once and for all.
Wow! Dem physics!
Yep.
That
Playing
monster.
just like the game it was inspired by.
Uh-huh. Bully for you to actually make a clone of Biohazard that is that close to the original.
Not Biohazard. Oh yeah, Biohazard is the original title, isn't it? Yeah. It's close to it, but the issue that I have with it is they've just taken all this and just made it so generic. Like, you could have done something really good with this idea. It's the whole great idea to make something that looks sort of like the original Resident Evil / Bioshock.
No,
But
Bioshock.
to literally make it exactly the same, beat on beat. Like, they
It's
could
not
have done
Bioshock,
something
it's
interesting with
Biohazard.
it, but Biohazard. Yeah.
Biohazard is the Japanese name for this set.
Yes, it is.
Resident Evil was referred to in the West. And I can
Yes.
easily imagine this on PlayStation. Easily. Find a
But
vaccine.
here's the thing. Retro style remakes of Biohazard and all those other early PlayStation ones, they can come off really good if you do them right. The issue is this is doing it wrong, if that makes any sense. Like, it's literally just copying it nope, rather than adding anything new or interesting to it. Like, this could have been interesting if it was like, say, I don't know, a adventure style little game and it looks like this and you have to shoot zombies as you're trying to solve the mystery or something, but like the original Biohazard, but not when it's just, oh, there's a vaccine somewhere and you got half an hour to find it, go kill shit.
Yeah. Reloading
If you
cannot be
actually
done in the
notice
menu.
on, I think it's on the first screenshot, you see like the guy on the bed, and look at the scale of the man on that bed.
And the Twitchies.
It's yes, they have the twitchies as well. But this, if you had thought about this more and at least turned it around a bit, maybe made it a different type of game, maybe, or just a different theme, just with the gameplay style and graphics of those older games, it could have been a really good game. Like, retro is always going to be trendy with people. The issue is this is too close and has all the bad parts of retro.
Yeah.
So,
And that's kind of where
Yeah.
I'm at with it too, when you think about it. Yeah, okay, you did some work on the menus. You had to make those from scratch. But if you're going to do Resident
but
Evil
putting
again,
faces on the people is out of the question. Because they don't have faces. Look at the player characters. They don't have faces.
No, they don't. Neither one of them do.
Yeah. No. Digital Homicides websites.ninja.
Probably because
I think that's
digitalhomicide.com
the-
was taken. Oh, shit.
No, I think it's probably like cheap web hosting or something.
No. .ninja is actually a
And
valid
yeah, man, children think adding
TLD.
ninja things at school. I don't know, to be honest. I haven't really looked into it. But yeah, if someone had remade like a Hitman game looking like this, that would be cool. Like if someone made like a puzzle game where you have to murder someone and not get caught sort of thing, that would be cool. That's something that I would make, for example. Like, imagine Hitman with controls like this, but tuned up a bit and that. So you have to find the person, kill them, and sneak out sort of thing. And it looks like this. That would be cool. That would be a really cool idea. That would be taking this and logically progressing it.
Right. But that's not what they did here. The only thing they really added is a bloody timer.
Yes. The one thing the original didn't need because it was slow and clunky and horrible.
Yeah.
I know, I've played it. It's slow and clunky and horrible.
Oh.
It's still going, isn't it? It's still going. Your friend got infected again. Dun dun dun.
How did your friend get infected again? Did you infect him? Come on, lady.
Double tap him and move on.
Too dark, can't see anything outside. See your reflection of the house. Yeah, this is pretty much, no, it's over now. But, this is what I call not great.
No. Oh, speaking of not great, the next one is, looking at it
Hold
now.
up, I got
Hold
something.
on, I'll send you the
Hold up.
link.
Kete found something here. We're gonna, okay. The soundtrack from the trailer is Bump of the Night by Kevin MacLeod. Let's have a look at page.
Of course it is.
Let's look at page 5. Squirty, I noticed your video has a big ESRB rating, a registered trademark, by the way, plastered on the front of it, but when he searches the ESRB database for any listing of vaccine, there wasn't one. It's the rating fake. The rating can't actually be fake because he wants to release this on
No, that's illegal.
PS4 and Xbone on top of PC. Chances are he's applied for that rating and hasn't
got it yet,
and it hasn't been got yet,
or it's being looked at. Yeah, it's being
reviewed. Most of the time, you file it under something, and then they just go ahead and give it to you the way it is. They'll take your word for it, especially when you're talking about AAA developers. If they get complaints and they're looking at it, and Wilco 64256 actually has a point here. There is such a thing as being too derivative. This is in fact Biohazard / Resident Evil, and no, I'm not voting for this. I freaking refuse, because you could have done so much more with this Rainy Night Creations, and you didn't do it. You could have done a lot more with this. It would have been all kinds of fun, and you got nothing.
Because the graphics are there. Like, you've got all right looking graphics for the style of game. Like, if they had made it any other kind of game, like even if they just nicked the idea from another game, just with these graphics, that would have worked better. Like I gave the Hitman example before. But yeah. Oh well. Next
Resident
one,
Evil or
or are you
Dino
still...
Crisis? Yeah. Very,
One or
very,
both
very,
of those.
very, very derivative. Okay,
Yes.
hit me. What's the next one?
I don't have any words for this. I do not.
Okay, let's see if this is okay. Weapons. Oh gods, this could. This. Oh yes. Music off.
Oh, is it copyrighted? I didn't check,
I
sorry.
expect it probably is. A couple of seconds usually I get away with it, but I'm not gonna. I'm not. I don't want to chance it now.
Yeah, it says song in trailer. I think it is. I think they're doing the whole because we credited it, it's fine sort of.
No,
shit,
it's not fine.
no,
Trust me, it's not fine.
It's probably copyrighted.
Just
no, it's not fine. They've.
Okay, first off, your people and your gun are not textured. Everything else is a texture, not those things. Bad plan.
Yep.
Dude, bad plan. You put the textures on before you push it to green light.
Yep.
And is that a...
Oh, it gets better. Look at the images that it comes with.
What?
Look at the images that
I'm looking at some of them now. Because they've got different characters. The Changer, the Ranger, the Hacker, and Deploy. I have no idea what that means.
Oh, it gets better.
Okay, no textures.
Untextured
No
body.
textures. MS Paint.
That.
Not even good MS Paint.
No. That's like me after a couple of wines. MS Paint.
I think that's the credits.
I think so.
The bars.
That's the thing. I don't know what I'm looking at for this. It's just so many shades of awful. Oh, it's a tutorial. This is the health which regenerates over time.
Okay.
It's just awful, is all I can say.
What is this?
I don't know either. I reckon if you tilt the screen back, it'll probably say penis or something. Either way.
I could do that. I could actually do that.
I'm just joking. I don't think it says anything.
No, it doesn't.
It looks like that type of thing.
Yeah.
Although, looking back at it, it almost looks like the SS logo or something just in there.
It's just... All right.
Just, there has to be a swastika or something in there. Just... All the zeros and ones probably just spell out offensive words or something. Or
something. I don't know. Yeah. I don't feel like punching it all into the computer to find out, so
no.
Screw it. I don't want to.
No.
All right.
But yeah, this is the Diamond Invaders only title. So, yeah. Now it's time to tear him a new asshole.
Yeah. Dude, textures. Textures.
I think he's trying to be like games like... He's trying to be like games like Screen Cheat and that. But Screen Cheat had the flat... single texture background.
On top of that, I got one better for you. Take a look at that map in the background. All the stuff that doesn't involve this blue thing and the red gun.
That's right. This is a Game Guru game.
This is a Game Guru game. And that map has been used so many times. So many.
Cumulator.
Cumulator. I've
everything
seen...
else BMC's done. I've seen it a few times as well.
I've seen it a few times. I actually own a couple of games with this map in it. Sad part of it is I actually own the freaking map. I know it. I've seen it.
Yep.
I've actually fired up Game Guru, loaded that map up, and gone exploring. For no reason other than I can.
Yeah.
Okay. Just...
I think we've got someone else trying to be BMC here. Let's just rip on BMC a bit, but yeah, it's Game Guru. It's still better than BMC's because it hasn't got the stupid live action bits. But It's delightfully awful, is how I put it. Like,
It's-
do they have eyes in their head to tell how that to even see that it is this awful? Like, if you actually notice on the MS Paint thing, it looks like that the slower something else is trying to be written over the top. The range is like half across. I don't know if they were doing that as some sort of a joke, but it's just why?
What are you doing? I mean, what is this? There's MS Paint and there's MS Paint. Now, I've seen Simon's work in MS Paint, and it looks pretty good because he actually took an effort. This here, you just threw some like blobs and lines on a screen and said, "Oh, look good." I don't
I
get
was about to
it.
say something, but it would come across as offensive. So,
Don't worry about
yeah,
being offensive to this crowd.
it looks like someone had an epileptic fit while drawing.
Yeah,
The distro
unique,
didn't
quote
want to
unquote
do
unique,
too
and quote
bad.
unquote original, says Mello. Guys,
Or
guys,
uniquely
guys.
awful and originally horrible.
Okay, guys, here's my suggestion for you. Take this down, go back, rebuild it, use a different map, and make something. I don't care if it's free to play. This is not worth any. This isn't even worth
And
that.
don't drink as children.
You should be paying me to even look at this. And nobody pays me to look at this. So,
Well, technically,
well, actually, technically, Wolf Coder does pay me to look at these things. $5 a month. So,
yeah.
uh,
Here's the thing. Song and trailer, Molly Moore, don't believe it, etc. But a lot of people think because you credit something, you're allowed to use it.
that's not true.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Not in any way, shape, or form. I had to
No.
shut the music off because that was
It's copyrighted.
the
Yeah.
second I heard lyrics. I'm going, nope. Hashtag
Yep.
nope. Somebody's gonna drag me into the floor for a copyright in more than 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Note, this game is in alpha stage, which means everything in the game can get replaced when updated, including textures and abilities.
Not an
What
excuse.
textures?
It's too early for you to do that.
No.
It was too early for you to
It's
post
way
this to Greenlight, and I want to show you one more thing out of that. Okay.
Mm.
Now I want you to take a good hard look at these trees and those two bushes. A bush in a lake
They're
is
in
going to
water.
drown. Those are
Yep.
above ground objects. That is not cypress. It will not work in that way.
Nope.
That looks like it's probably oak, and it definitely will not work when flooded.
Yep.
So yeah, post it after that. It's just wow.
It
Okay.
gets better. If there are any additions you want, please politely, in italics, comment on what you want to change. Asterix coming soon.
Right.
Please do me a favor and go to the comments and just write everything, please. Just
Yeah.
change everything, please.
All right. Let's have the next one. We spent
Okay,
way
next
longer than I
one.
wanted to on this. Okay.
Okay, I saw this one, but also the group suggested this one.
Uh-huh.
It's delightfully bad.
Okay. Emoji slots. Oh dear.
I saw the
Mobile.
icon and just went, yep.
Mobile.
Oh, do we? Yep.
No eggplant. What's the music sound like? Might get away with that.
It's
Don't
Kevin
like it.
McLeod, I think.
Huh?
It's Kevin McLeod. I
Pretty
think.
sure it is. Double coins, triple coins. What the hell? What?
Microtransactions or point spending. Announcement. Just want to let everyone know that what you see in the trailer is not to the final game. More categories will be added. I'd also love to hear people's feedback.
What?
I love that he's defending it in the comments. Obviously, the game sucks considering all the downvotes it's gotten. Can you guys elaborate and give me some constructive criticism on what it is about the game that makes it so unappealing? What would make you guys do differently? Thanks.
Honestly,
Yeah,
yeah.
everything.
Casual arcade, right? How about something with a little more to it? Um, something else to it that would be good.
It's just too basic. Like it's literally a game maker tutorial, just with
Yeah.
emojis. It's
And
like
then
there's
you
game
can get
maker tutorials on
you
how to
could
make
just
slot machines.
download a pack of emojis. I mean,
Yeah,
what is this?
from any stock asset site.
And some that aren't. Main idea is to spin slot machine and have 3 emoticons match. Try to get all emoticon matches to complete your collection. You can use coins to buy upgrades and cosmetics in the shop. Earn coins by just by spinning. Okay, then there's 2,500 of
Over
them to
250 of these abominations to collect.
just
But
Yeah.
it's
this guy here, Tapeworms, comes up with it. This guy Tapeworms comes up with with exactly what I'm thinking here. Why are you building a completely new game out of this when you could just turn this into a mini game for something else? Yeah, that's what we've got here.
It's a game maker tutorial.
It's a game maker tutorial. If this had been part of an RPG or some other sort of thing as a mini game, then that would be brilliant.
Yeah.
Especially if you're talking about
It
an
would be,
RPG game that was maybe based on pulling out that's based on your collection of emojis as like weapons.
Something like that.
That would be great. I would play the shit out of that.
Have you played The World Ends With You?
No, I haven't actually.
Okay, it's on the DS. It's worth playing. Basically, your attacks are these badges, and you collect badges by going through the world and that. And different badges have different attacks and everything. It is a really good game. It is really good.
You know,
It's
that's
Square
actually
Enix
kind of
game.
what I was thinking here.
Yes.
Use the emojis to modify your weapons or your armor
Yes.
or something.
Yes.
That would be, that would be a really nifty idea for an RPG.
Yeah,
Especially-
it's exactly what The World Ends With You does for its mechanics, and
Yeah.
it's got a good story. So I'd recommend checking it out.
I will see if I can do that.
You
I may
might-
not be able to. It
Mm.
sounds like it's been out for a while.
It has. It's a original DS. So if you have a DS emulator, just search The World Ends
I have a
With You.
3DS somewhere. It's
Uh,
in this house
emulator,
someplace.
rather.
All right.
Yeah, if you have it, it's easy enough to get in America. It's horrible to get it over here because it got a American release and not a Euro release. Because thank you, Square Enix. But
it's a Square
it's a Square Enix game.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. That makes it that's going to make it even better because usually they pay attention to their damn stories. Unlike
Yes,
say
it
Tri-Ace,
has a
which
fairly
is-
decent story.
Tri-Ace didn't do a very good job this last time out. So, all right. So
Oh well. Next,
next place.
or are we still talking about this crap? Nope. Okay.
No, we still
Oh.
got most of an hour to go. So
I don't quite know what this is. This is another group. This is another one the group recommended. I don't know if the music's copyrighted or not. I don't think it is. There's no lyrics or anything, so I think it's not.
Okay, let me just let's have a look. Let's try that again. Because that can't be... Okay, words together. Oh, boy.
Yeah, the music's not copyrighted. You're safe.
All right. Mary. Create a game, create word categories. Language, turn duration, start a game. Okay, so this is a tutorial video, is it? Mary And John, and yeah, you can enter some words. What does it even do? Is this the whole game?
From what I can tell, it's like a you know that game where you make a story by saying a word each? I think it's something like that. I can't
Mad
tell.
Libs.
Yeah, something along those lines.
All entered words, and we have to do. I'm not. Okay, Anpa, I've seen some of your games in the past, and I'm really not horrifyingly impressed. Leader validates them, probably the person in chart, whoever it is that's hosting. Done validating. And then what does it do? What? It just declares a winner.
I don't get it either. Like, I honestly don't know. But yeah, it doesn't really go into enough detail to. It's some sort of word game.
Have a quick game of words with your family, friends, or people you just met and have a blast. Unique, simple, relaxing, and complete words. Online experience for everybody. Choose your language, set up your word category, set up number of turns, and blah, 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 blah. We'll validate the words, and at the end of each turn, depending on how fast they were entered, the score will be given to players. It's how fast can you type. Not
basically. Yeah. And of course, Greenlight's best games is spamming in the comments. So, yeah, their standards are really low. Like, lower than YOLO Army. Low.
Actually, I hear YOLO Army has been sold. Alright.
Yes, I did hear that. Trying to find a certain one for the next one. Here it
up.
is. This is...
Shut up. Go ahead. We got it?
You can guess why this one's been recommended, and this will be stuff we can just rag on if you want.
Probably going to. Alright, here it is. What do we got? War is Hell multiplayer
Tactical...
FPS.
If you're looking for a great old-school style multiplayer FPS shooter game with today's eye candy,
because we gotta get all the fucking Chinese out of Australia.
Has everything you
I shit you not. I know people who talk like that. And context.
5 game modes.
But,
easy player hosting with Photon.
Yeah, I work with people who seriously blame the Chinese for everything, so that fly just makes me...
Hang on. She's actually talking.
There's no silly noob ranking or vehicles to bother you. Everybody in this game has the same stuff as their enemy. Why not snap up a real bargain and play with your friends for a mere $5 with PayPal at shootertactics.com. Imagine China invades Australia. Bye for now, guys.
Oh, what the... Oh, no. This is going to be real popular with the type of people you're talking about. Oh, no, you did not just do that. Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, dear.
God, fat fly. What the... If you're doing this, if you're just trying to redo shooter tactics, just man up and put shooter tactics back on Greenlight. Don't just War is Hell.
Well, technically it is. It says shootertactics.com.
Just multiplayer
it's the
and
same
co-op.
game.
It is the same game, and it's still bullshit.
Yeah. And yeah, he lives in the same state as me. I'm not that obsessed that I'm going to actually track him down, but holy shit, I feel embarrassed that he lives in the same state as me.
I'm actually going to be embarrassed he lives on our freaking planet. Why?
Yeah, some aliens going, wow. Are all humans this bigoted and horrible? Yes, aliens. Yes, they are.
Yeah, I thought that guy had a heart attack.
The World Ends did come out in the EU. Okay, it mustn't have just not come out in Australia, because I got my copy from an importer. It just didn't come out here.
What
He
is
claims
this?
that he had a heart attack, but he's magically back at it like about 2 later. But yeah,
I can't even. I don't even have words for this.
I expect that he's going to hear about us ripping on him and go on another bigoted rant, and I say, "Come at me, mate." But yeah, I'm not. As to quote him, I'm not one of those filthy queers.
Yeah.
Or I'm not swimming in sexual retardation, or I'm going to keep quoting him because great out of context later on. But it's he seems to have, like, one of the announcements is official apology from indie developer, which is him basically saying, I'm sorry that the community's being an arsehole to me. And if you actually look, he's actually cut it in half. And nope, he didn't delete my comment. But yeah.
You know what, Cliff Racer? I hope they don't have their own equivalent of Steam Greenlight, or at least they've managed to like find a way to staff curation of some part to some degree. Just what is this shit? My brain
have a
is
look
trying.
at that
My brain is.
official apology announcement. It's glorious.
Hang on a second. My brain is actually officially trying to escape up out of my right ear for the moment. You're gonna have to give me a second.
Okay.
Apology.
Shall I continue mocking him without you? I expect this man to probably locate where I live and probably be not too pleased with my comments. Because I think there's a comment down here that he replied to of mine. I don't think he's pleased with me, but he hasn't blocked me yet, or banned me from his forums. But apparently he's managed to get himself a Steam community ban, which means he can't comment on anything.
Shooter Tactics Wake Up is a multiplayer co-op FPS tactical
He's still calling it Shooter Tactics.
Ah!
Oh dear. I think my brains are going to just leak out my nose in a minute.
Ah! Get back in there, brain pan.
Yep.
Ah! Get back in the brain pan, you! Ah!
I wanted to get to this before it got too late.
Oh.
As the sun slowly rises in front of my window. He's still calling it Shooter Tactics.
I just want to grab him and shake him right now. I want to grab this guy and just come his first.
Fly to Melbourne, get the ferry to Geelong, and go do it.
Thus resulting in World War III, where communists versus Democrats.
No.
That's not even English, dude. It's
He's
not.
Australian,
It looks like
and I
English.
don't know how he cannot English.
It looks like English. It kind of smells like English, but that is not English content.
I don't know why he's not banned yet, because you've seen his hate-filled tirades.
I don't know what the hell he thinks he's doing. He needs to go away. Recommended graphics card.
He's like Digital Homicide. He thinks that he's got this little bubble of his own reality, and I think he justifies repeatedly posting this with just going, well, maybe those same filthy queers, to quote him, won't attack it again. Yeah. Keep trying, mate. Keep trying. But
if you put up something good, we won't attack it. We might actually say nice things about it. If you
I actually
a game
said
that's
that.
actually good.
I actually made a thread saying, if you put in the time and fucking effort, you might actually make something good one day, because he said he got an actual quote-unquote developer to work with him. Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't buy that for $1.
Well, it's selling at $5 US.
Are you sure as hell not going to get that much?
Nope. So it works out to a lot of our Australian dollars, because the Australian dollar is awful. But if you look in the announcements, There's one called Official Apology from Indie Developer, which I
saw
think
it.
Mello has screenshotted. He's cut it in half since he posted it originally.
And bullying, comma.
Yes, because he cut the end off it. Because what it read originally was him essentially saying, I'm sorry for my behavior. It's because of you guys, because you're assholes. To paraphrase. Yep, here we go. Mello's got it in the comments there. But
Arc the Dragon YouTube trolls. I think those who appreciate this game with female voice and advertisement is not computer generated.
yeah, she's a
Pathetic,
buck
I
of
like
word
it.
on Fiverr.
Pathetic. Yeah, they learned.
Yeah, he can't spell. It's glorious. Like,
Learn to English,
if you look
dude.
At the
Learn to
original
English.
Video, if
Just
you look at the original video, he can't
learn
even
to-
spell first right. He just
Learn
wrote
the
first.
just learn the freaking English. Next, please.
Yeah. Next game. So we have this little gem that's kind of old. You might have covered it. I went fairly far back to get some of these.
Let's have a look. Breaking Bones. Not one I've seen, actually.
Mods, can we deal with that, chat? Thank you.
Blocky T user. Up. Mello beat me to the ban. All right.
Thanks, Mello.
Okay, let's have a look. Minute and 14 seconds. Let's see if there's any.
I don't know about the audio. I haven't watched it. Actually, I think I did watch it, but yeah. Look at the generic.
Oh, what is this shit? Ice field, forest
It is
level,
called Breaking Bones.
volcanic activity level, skellies that I've seen a million times, bright balls of.
Skellies that bleed.
Yeah, that's
They
actually a
bleed.
thing. I
Yes,
think
that's what drew me to this one.
not great animation in
they
terms
put-
of like shit going
Oh
on
yes.
here. Why are you even skellies that explode
Yep.
in Pink Mist? Pink Mist. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Lots of different weapons. Big
Do you want to know
flanged
what it
mace
looks
there.
like? It looks like Forsaken Uprising to me. It looks
It
very
does.
much like
It does
Forsaken
quite a
Uprising.
lot look like Forsaken Uprising.
I think it's the same asset packs.
It might be. But oh well, I haven't seen that monster yet. Right. That's a Greenlight trailer.
Yeah, there's other trailers,
Oh
but
yeah.
yeah.
Alpha footage, work in progress. And this one's been
so.
This was posted last week. It may have actually been on the list for last week, and we just didn't get to it.
Yes.
I
did go back into last week to grab a few because
That's fine. No,
I didn't check last week's.
Actually, earlier streams, we didn't get to half of what was actually put up. Ow, that looked like it was painful. At least you can die.
Yeah.
Update 2. More alpha footage. This time, alpha misspelled.
Yep. Yep. Proofreading. What is it?
Proofreading. Never heard of it.
Oh, look, an Irwin killer.
Oh, that one's gold.
I didn't know if that was a shield or a stingray. It looks like a sting. It looked like a stingray to me.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't have thought stingray. I would have thought shield at the bottom of at the bottom. That axe is gold too. I wonder if it does less damage because it's made out of soft metal. Oh, he's actually trying to show us. What... Okay, so it has a crouch. We can take them off at the knees.
Only giant.
We can take them off at the knees if we want to. Oh, wow. Look at that guy with the cow head on him.
Yep.
That one's got a helmet and a mace. A big freaking warhammer.
That's
a pirate.
Yes.
That's a pirate.
Yep.
And
they all bleed.
Yeah.
So you know that you can kill it because it bleeds. Yep. But those hands, that environment, it looks like Forsaken Uprising.
It does. It looks a lot like that, and
yes.
I'm not amused by that either.
Yeah, Mello's going to look.
Yeah,
But
well,
those skeletons do look familiar. I reckon there's the same assets that
well,
good old
you know
Robert and
what? If
James
I was going to do
used.
something like this and needed skellies for it, then I'd probably do that. But but
Yeah.
that's not something I would probably just lay them out flat.
Mm. And not make them
Uh,
bleed. I think that's the elephant in the room is that from what it looks like it's trying to be killing floor with medieval weapons because it's saying in some of the screenshots like 1-1 remaining 8. I
yeah.
think it's trying to be a wave shooter, but not, or at least sections of it are. It's not very good, is how I put it. Just not very good.
Quarries,
Pirate
islands,
skeleton.
forests, mountains,
Yeah.
deserts, and more. Fight successive
Yes.
waves of skeletons and dragons to get to the boss. At your disposal is a large number of deadly weapons, catapults, and bows. You can pick up the weapons
Catapults.
from your enemies after their deaths. Each map
I guess
contains
that he
hidden
means
weapons and life
crossbow, not
potions.
catapult.
And we have an
Oh,
asset store link now.
thanks, Mello. Yes, thanks, Mello.
There we go. Let's just open this up a little bit here. Yep, the Skeleton Knight. $25 for this bad boy. Both in pieces and not, and somehow or another, this asset actually looks pretty good, but in the game it looks like crap. And these are supposed to be game-ready assets. Oh.
Yeah. A price under $10. I've just noticed that on the features.
A price under
8
$10.
maps, 24 enemies.
25 plus weapons, 8 boss, and 8 big boss.
Catapult.
That's not a feature set. That's not a feature set, guys. Okay. All right, moving on. That's a no.
Okay.
Let's have the next
one. We have a good one. Oh, I saw this today, and it has to be talked about.
What are we oh my godding, Mello?
Oh dear. Hold on. That's the next game.
Give me a second. Let me grab this asset.
What are we oh dearing at? Oh dear. Oh, now I know where all this shit comes from. I've seen this about 50 times. Jesus Christ. Can someone send that to Jim Sterling? Because I've seen this about 10 times recently.
What is... No.
Oh.
Alright. Moving on.
I will say that I know some games that use those stock assets quite well. Like, a very good example is 7 Days to Die. If you've seen it originally, it looked awful. But now that it's actually been out for a while and is still getting updated, it looks really good. Yes.
Okay, this is a Fog of Greenlight trailer for Meowjai.
I thought we might as well do something good.
Okay, this looks like Shinobi.
Yes.
Except
Shinobi,
for the kitty.
not the cat. Yes.
Ninja Cat. We're good with Ninja Cat so far. Oh, you can even break up the terrain to find fishies.
It's very Metroidvania as well. Like,
yeah.
It's very reminiscent of those old platformers. What are they called? Twitch platformers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got kind of a Metroidvania, Mega Man...
Ninja
Gaiden feel to it. Yeah, Shinobi. So that's actually not a problem.
The music's perfect. To be honest.
And it's got a nice little upbeat soundtrack that's actually designed to give you some tension. Yeah,
Yeah, I thought I'd put something good in there.
Yeah, I'll vote for that. I haven't played a good Shinobi Shinobi like recently. Okay. Meowjai is a 2D platform game where you play as a cat who is in his final training to become a ninja. Slash and cut your way through 5 unique stages with colorful retro-style graphics inspired in the 8-bit classics. where the player skill is challenged every time.
Mm.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm concerned about is 5 stages. That sounds quite short, but if it's like Mega Man or Ninja Gaiden or Gaiden or however you say it, they're long stages. Hopefully,
Yeah. That would be
if
what
they're
I
not long
think.
stages, I'd be concerned.
It would be Ninja. The correct pronunciation would be Ninja Gaiden. Because it's actually a Japanese
Well,
word.
I'm Australian, so I just say everything deliberately with a heavy Aussie accent just to piss people off.
It's okay. Shit happens.
So it'd be Gaiden here.
Yeah.
But I know that it's, yeah.
I have some knowledge of the original language for that, so it would actually be Gaiden.
Yes.
I
don't.
And yeah, Simon apparently has found something. Oh, okay. Give me a. They're working on something. And yeah, Kenny might actually like this one.
But yeah, I saw it earlier today, and I thought this is pretty good. Like,
it actually does. Yeah, it actually has that. It seems like it's actually a good look for that. All right.
I was actually looking for the Reddit thread of suggesting shit for Jim. So I'm like, yeah, I'll suggest this, but no, I couldn't find it. The Reddit got redone recently, so yeah. But
yeah,
it looks
actually,
really
believe
good.
it or not, Jim actually has come up with a few games. Has actually come up with a few games within an hour or two after we've looked at them. So.
But yeah, they've actually set all this up. The art's quite nice.
It actually.
There's someone saying they don't like the graphics, but I like those graphics. They're perfect. The music's perfect. The graphics are perfect.
Mm-hmm. I think they're actually talking about the previous game still.
Yeah.
Mello said this looks like Cheetah Men, but better. Let's see the next one.
Next game. Hold on, I'm getting messaged, so
okay.
Yeah, forgive me. Next game is this little gem. Now, there's a lot to talk about here, so yeah. Do you want to? It is the single most cynical, just horrible thing ever.
All right, let's have a look. Oh dear.
Yes.
Achievements wheel.
Yes.
It says the same game mechanics as I Am Mayo, except not nearly as good.
Basically. And if you scroll down to the description,
I'll look at it as soon as they finish this up,
yeah.
And that's probably not a good. Wow, just.
Yeah.
Kage Brick, don't click on this. I don't want it in the stream.
Okay. I can because I've got headphones. It's not going to come through stream. As my mouse drifts over there. I'll check it later, then. I think it's got copyrighted music. Yeah.
I'll have a look at it. I'll have a look at it in a little while.
Yeah.
I'll look at it after the stream.
Yeah, it's just you click the middle and it spins. And the description is the main reason why this has been getting a lot of attention.
Just click on the wheel and the wheel spins and starts randomly knocking achievements for you. Try to knock them all as quickly as possible. More than 50 characters achievement, use them for decoration on profile. Steam cards, make a profit. Cool music, enjoy the game. Wow.
They're trying to appeal to achievement collectors. trading card dickheads and badge collectors. So, yeah, it's going to be another trading card whore.
Yep. That's exactly what it is. They filmed this in Windows 8. Yippee.
Yep. And no one is surprised that this comes from Russia.
I'm not surprised.
Even Triton's in the bloody comments as well. Like, yeah, it takes a lot to get him to comment on something.
Steam cards make a profit. That's all. Off Greenlight, please.
Yep. It's just the most cynical, manipulative, horrible bullshit that can ever happen, and it's going to get greenlit. I'd put money on it getting greenlit.
I put money on I put money on it getting greenlit. And you know what? I'm going to give this developer exactly one thing here. He was at least honest about what he was trying to accomplish.
Yeah. Yes.
He was honest with us up front.
And at least it wasn't YOLO. I
don't give a fuck if it is yellow. This developer is being honest about what his game is for and why it exists. He's being upfront with everybody. We're okay with that. We are actually
because
okay with that.
Because he don't give a fuck.
No, he doesn't.
He
doesn't care. He'll probably sell it for.
He knows that he'll make money on it.
Yeah, and if he's got
try your luck for a buck. Yeah.
You put up 7 or 8 or 10 cards, and I think the limit's 15.
Yeah. And emotes and backgrounds and
you'll sell a bunch of stuff and you'll make money like Digital Homicide does because reasons.
Yay! Don't you want to be associated with them? Oh yeah, used to.
Oh, R.I.P. No Man's Sky. Wolf says recent overwhelmingly negative and overall mostly negative. Yeah.
Right.
Oh man. And yeah, you are free to be completely cynical on Greenlight if you really want to. You're gonna put up $100 to do something like this and be completely cynical.
Honestly, it'll make that $100 back.
It'll make that $100 back, and whatever. I don't care.
Honestly, I hope someone at Valve sees this and goes, Jesus, we need to deal with this issue.
That's why we're here. To make sure that
that's why
people do see it. And yeah, you're being cynical. You've already said you're being cynical. That's fine. Don't care.
Honestly,
not putting it up.
If it was some other game and this was the intro and then you clicked and got past that, that would be hilarious. That would be the best practical joke in the world. But it's not.
You know what the fun part of it is?
Like, there's no inkling of that.
Soda, or what the hell was it called? Soda Simulator? Where you're just walking around levels drinking soda?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did that.
Yeah, that does that.
And that was actually there was a whole other game behind it. Or actually a whole other set of games behind it, and it was really kind of odd.
It wasn't good, but it was interesting.
Good, but it was interesting. If you could figure out what the hell you were actually supposed to do.
I think he meant to take drugs beforehand. I think the drugs enhance the experience.
I don't think there's enough LSD on the planet to make that actually work. But you know what? It's okay.
Yeah. It's the most cynical thing in the world. But I do love the fact that the dev just goes, yeah, I'm being a cunt about this, so I should have asked if I'm allowed to say that on stream. But
I don't actually care.
Yeah, okay.
I've said way worse on this stream, trust me.
Okay. But yeah, he's just
All right.
And something tells me they're like, just let us the alphabet. Just let us the alphabet and memes probably as the achievements because that's what people want. What do we have next?
That's a good question. Mel's on his way back home now, so he'll be coming in from his own computer here shortly. We've got about 20 minutes left. So.
I reckon I've already sent this to Mello, so we might as well discuss it.
Okay.
While he's Have a gander at this.
Have a gander,
Tell me what
okay.
you think.
This is a Steam Greenlight trailer for EXP Warrior, and that just looks wrong. It's a
I
looks
know.
JRPG-ish with some rats. That one of which he just
Yeah.
picked up apparently, and very nearly nothing in terms of animation actually.
Yeah.
He's got 2 frames for his sword.
I just saw it and went, yeah, that's going on the
Actually,
list.
no, it just looks like he's got 2 frames for his sword.
When he only has one.
When he has no actual animation frames at all. The hell is this
I don't
shit?
think there's any animation or
no proper
anything.
animation.
It's literally just it's
just
just
moves.
slide the
And if you had done this,
I don't think this is Game Maker. It's not Game Maker. I think it's 3D, so it's not Game Maker. But
you could do 3D in Game Maker. I've done it. I've done it myself.
oh,
Actually, all this really
again,
is
I'm
a
not a
bunch of
programmer,
planes moving back and forth. So
yeah.
Yeah, people don't understand. I actually do make games from time to time, so it's not like I'm.
Well, I'm
in
more
the
from the art background than
What is? See, the thing is, there's nothing here. It's just a bunch of rat things. That's a big rat thing.
Be careful. Digital Homicide might see you as a competitor.
Actually, they see my 2-year-old as a competitor.
They see my rabbit eating his own crap as a competitor, so.
I don't think your rabbit's gonna consider at some point making a living.
Putting anything on Greenlight.
Making a living in the video game industry.
No, he makes a living by being an arsehole, so he's a competitor to Digital Homicide.
Well, expect your...
Let's keep ripping on Digital Homicide.
His lawsuit's
We
coming,
haven't been sued enough already. We have not been sued enough already.
It might be Unity. Let's have a look. Let's look at the description. The gameplay is based on increasing the level of increase in skills.
English much?
Repeating one verb twice in a sentence is not a good thing.
No.
With each new level of experience,
I'm just having a chuckle at the comments.
To raise the level of need will be more, and we need to move on in the game. Set experience on weak enemies quite significantly, so player chooses difficulty during the game. To risk going forward with more extensive experience and spend the time on how to prepare. Battles take place on a single screen as a JRPG.
Indeed. I'm just reading the comments and
JRPG is starting to turn into a meme now. It's
yeah.
No, don't do this. We don't have anything but you battling Russian. A bunch of rats.
Just for a joke, head to the profile page. Just click on the created by.
Okay.
Russian. And look at the groups.
Look at Trash Greenlight Dev. Oh, gods. I didn't even think there was such a group.
I'm looking at it now. I love how the group admin keeps deleting comments. There's 43 members and membership by invite only.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Indeed.
The guy in charge is called Hordor.
Oh, I know him. He makes crap games too. Hold on, I'll see if I... it won't let me because his profile's private. I wonder why.
Well, they haven't managed to invite James or Robert.
Not yet, anyway. I think it's mostly just the Russian ones.
Just, let's go. Let's click the back twice because I need to do a thing or 3 times, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Not interested. The hell off my green light. Okay. Next, please.
Okay. This is something that you probably haven't seen one of for a while, because I certainly haven't. But it never stops. It never fucking stops.
Ugh. Oh man.
Guess what the asset pack is?
I don't have to. Oh look, there's an airplane involved.
But they have a different video at least.
Look, there's an airplane. I remember this. It was called The Forest, only it looks like Unit Z.
Basically.
That's a fire axe at a motel. They worked on the map. I haven't seen this exact
No,
map.
but I've seen these maps before. It's another pack that's a Minecraft shooter. I shouldn't have told you.
Oh,
but yeah,
man.
There's another pack that's essentially... A lot of people use it for top-down shooters. And it's basically a Minecraft shooter.
Only now we're hacking up zombies.
Oh, isn't it Unit Z? It's the one I'm thinking of. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, I cannot remember the name of it, but everyone just calls it Unit Z anyway. So,
might as well be Unit Z.
Send it to Mello. Yeah, it's practically
Oh look,
Unit
the pimp
Z,
zombie! They went around the pimp zombie.
Yep.
And that zombie
It's
doesn't want to die.
basically Unit Z, but
oh, that was brilliant! Check this shit out. Back, just a few seconds, right? To right about here. Watch this. Charter shoots the zombie in front.
Yeah,
he got the one behind him first. I mean, that's just really good work there, guys.
I can't remember the name of this asset pack, but it's essentially Unit Z, but without the survival elements. It's more Unit Z, but for shooters.
Right.
So it's essentially a zombie Minecraft Dead Rising almost, only without any originality or charm or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Unit Z 2.0. I don't know the name of it. I've been racking my brain over
Simple
it.
Apocalypse,
Simple Apocalypse
cartoon assets. There it is.
Yep.
Self-proclaimed Lord of the Puns, I think might actually have it.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Zombie Santa!
I'm not a big asset fan.
And mushrooms on the ground.
Yeah, they're not asset flips, but yeah, most of the copies of them are. Yeah, there's vehicles.
And vehicles.
Yeah. I think that's in the pack. So I've seen those before. But yeah, Unturned's not an asset flip, but Unit Z is used to make similar games to Unturned. Like, yeah, Zombie Sand for some reason. Essentially what these asset packs are is easy way to copy those types of games. And sure, have those asset packs, but don't just buy them off the Unity store and slap them on Greenlight with Night Z as the title. Do you want the details sent to you? I don't think we need them because.
You can send me the details, and you can send me the details. I'll look over them later. We don't really have enough time left now to dig into this in any real detail. And in fact,
there's plenty of games left. There's plenty here. But yeah, apparently the dev has been acting like cancer. So yeah.
Okay, first off, he's not amusing me. Cold radiation, placing other effects, cross-platform multiplayer, vehicle modification, change to the weather, growing plants, cooking, and hunting. So they're actually going to try and put the survival things in.
Oh dear. So then they'll get Unit C and just mash the two together as a strange sort of amalgamation.
Uh-huh. Yeah. The forest
Right.
plus unturned equals night zine. Nothing special here. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking.
Yeah. Oh, you spotted this one before, so we might as well cover it because it's just out.
Okay. Well, let's see what we got. Oh, go over the dungeon. Yes, we were looking at that.
Oh, doggone. Yes.
Destiny misspelled.
Yep. It's great, isn't it?
10 years later. What the hell?
Can you spot what's wrong with it yet? I can.
Well, aside from looking very familiar as far as the map goes, the shooting is absolute crap. And apparently there's God mode.
Flat pixel graphics. Yeah, flat pixel graphics. That are just...
And
It's on the ground level, but under the tree level.
yeah,
Yeah.
he can walk. He can actually walk under the rocks.
Yep. And they're not scaled correctly, and yeah.
Just everything. I don't see a single crime they haven't committed.
And chat might be thinking, I know those trees and roads and that from somewhere. Journey of the Light. That is what they are from. It is that asset pack. Just from above. Yep.
Bosses with the special
And you
skill.
also
Steam trading cards.
with Steam trading cards.
And controller support. That's a thing.
Yay.
Achievements.
Yes, it is a thing. Achievements, great. And small text I can't read.
Turned on your computer. Achievements. Start firing
If
up
you
the
actually
game.
notice on all the
Achievement.
screenshots,
What?
there's a little watermark in the bottom right corner. Have a look.
Activate Windows. Nice.
Yeah. Does everything, doesn't it? Does everything.
When you're pirating,
Just everything.
When you decide to pirate your operating system, you need to move on.
But look at the player character in all its glory. It's a thing of interesting. But it's Unity. It's clearly Unity. It's just very, very awful Unity.
And activate Windows. Ugh.
And here's the other thing. They've spelt dungeon at least 3 different ways in the description. P.S. Game in the development mode. So if you think about the ideals you want, just write a comment. I'll do it if that's suitable with my game.
Okay. Yeah. Brilliant. That's just... No. Okay. Browse the actual games. Let's see. What do we got? I don't want my freaking voting queue. Most recent. Thank you. Oh, wow. We've gotten a few others since we started the stream.
There's new. Yeah, there's new ones since we started the stream.
5 of them. Soxel is Pixel Soccer. Okay. Pixel Football, not interested. Driver is a new package.
Driver. That looks mildly interesting.
What?
Driver looks mildly interesting.
It looks like it's actually they've honestly put in.
This is something you might have covered. This is something you might have covered because everyone covered it.
All right. Let's see. Been there, done that.
Yes, I was going to say probably been there, done that.
All right, let's have a look at this one here. It's in reflection.
Let's not dwell on it.
Okay, this is an action horror game.
That was on my list.
Yes, it was.
That's on my list.
Light Shadows, they call themselves. They produce this in English, French, German, Italian, Russian, and Spanish.
Based on a true story.
Ooh. Looks tily. Well, no, it looks screeny.
It does.
We're watching this on an ancient television set, apparently.
And I'm also watching it through the Hangouts feed.
Yeah, no shit. Shatter. Your nightmare can be a real.
Great.
Do you English?
Okay, there's a few more here that I kind of want to get to. If we don't get to them, I'll link them all to Mello, and he can risk his sanity on doing them later.
We can go over a little bit. It's okay.
Okay.
Does he have both hands out in front of him? He did. He can hear you.
Yeah.
Who is he?
Okay, there's 7 left that I've got on this list.
And
so it's generic horror game trope number what now? It's trying to be Outlast, but not.
It's not even working for Alone in the Dark.
And Alone in the Dark, it's most recent.
Okay, cell phone with a
Co-op
battery.
shooters involve light.
It's in reflection. Oh, look, it's an alien. A badly modeled alien, no less.
Yep.
Okay. I want to know which asset packs the furniture came out of, because the inside of this actually looks mostly competent.
I think I've seen those before, actually.
Like,
that's the thing, I couldn't put my finger on it. I saw this, and I'm like, damn it, I cannot put my finger on where that crap came from.
Nope, that's the one. That's the other one. I don't know where it came from either. What should we add? Offer. What is
everything?
Is the awaiting of the main hero's parents. However, you can try to find the phone to call them, or find a key to open the door and leave the flat, or blah blah blah. Yeah, no.
So it's essentially Beyond the Sleep, or whatever that game's called, where you play the baby.
Yeah.
Just not good. Just very not good.
Very, very not good. Okay.
Here's the thing. If you're trying to think of an original idea and someone else can come up with one just off the top of a game using that same idea off the top of their head, then it's probably not very original. Try that one on. Besides, it's near the top.
Oh, easy FPS.
Yep.
FPS kit.
It gets worse.
With zombies, bots. What the? Oh, jeez. What is it with the voxel shit?
It's just trendy because Minecraft. Voxel is trendy currently. But if you notice, it's not voxel. It's just
really bad modeling.
Yeah, really badly modeled. And just paint bucket tool to color them. No proper textures. Well, I guess it's me then. As you can see, shitty FPS.
Only extremely.
I don't think it's an asset pack. Yeah, it's only extremely shitty. But yeah, it's not very good.
Not very good is an understatement here.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, voxel shit is actually easy to make. This is. Oh wow.
This isn't voxel. This isn't
is
voxel.
Actual mesh that they used.
Yeah.
What the unholy?
And look at the muzzle flare. Look at the muzzle flare when it comes up. Or when it muzzle flares again. It's just this MS Paint drawing of I see that. Really bad stuff. We covered 2 or 3 today.
We've already gotten a couple of them.
Yeah.
If you want to count,
we covered the cat one, and we covered the fan again. So
if you want to count, if you want to count the one that was honestly cynical, then there's been like 5.
Yeah. Or if you want to count how many
they were being honest with us. Hey, look, it's a swastika, or an almost swastika.
Oh god. Is that cactus? Oh, there we go. There's that muzzle flare.
Yeah,
it's just the yellow.
Yeah, it's just a Star of David.
There we go. Charming. You can't have a voxel game without swastikas.
Ugh.
Yep. And no scoping as well. He's no scoping with a sniper rifle.
of course. Not only that,
And
it's being
just the
fired.
yellow.
It's being rapid fired, which makes me want to. I don't know if that's actually a sniper rifle or it's supposed to be a silenced freaking something else. Oh look, bolt action rifle, not animated.
It's a literal cannon like Serious Sam. Yeah.
Bolt action rifle, no animations for reloading.
Nope. Considering that both of us have probably used one, yeah, that's not how it works.
Yeah, no. I've used a number of bolt action rifles. I've actually used a couple of bolt action rifles at long ranges, no less. Alright.
Yes. I saw this and I'm like, yep, this needs to be on there. It's not even delightfully bad. Like, there's... The basics are there, it's just everything... Like, visually, it looks like someone threw up.
Yeah. And actually saying it's a kit. I think it's actually intended to be pulled apart and not used as a game, but as a base for somebody else to do.
Yes.
And they're doing it as a free-to-play. It does really looks like it was designed to be pulled apart and used for something else.
Yes.
Killed by... What the hell?
And now they're in menus. Great. Now I'm Australian. My house is made out of poisonous snakes and spiders.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the thing. I'm not making this up. Up in Queensland, there's this plant that if you touch it, it hurts so much that you want to kill yourself.
Oh. Killer by Kevin McLeod.
Yep.
Unported license.
No, it doesn't kill you. It makes you want to kill yourself. This is what this game is doing to me currently. Yes.
Developer. I understand you want to sell an asset kit, and if it's actually if you're actually selling the asset kit, then I'm cool with that. But just
no.
Yes, Easy FPS is designed to make a simple FPS deathmatch style game. And I bought zombies, player classes, blah 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 blah.
This isn't the Unity store.
No,
putting it out there. It's not the Unity store.
Put it there.
They'd make more on the Unity store.
They would. They would make a lot more. But
yeah.
This is actually apparently designed, or intended, I should say, to be pulled apart. And bully for them if that was their actual intent. But come on, guys, let's call a spade here.
Just reading the comments.
And if you're gonna do that, then you should at least put it somewhere where that sort of thing is actually supposed to happen, because somebody is gonna grab your thing off of Steam, and then push it directly to, and then all they're gonna do is just recompile it. They do that to Unity apps. It's it costs more. I mean, you're putting this shit up for free. We're gonna see 1 million of these.
Yep. Congratulations, Debs. You've made the new wave of cancer.
Absolutely. I would, if I got this, I would have to pull it apart, just shred, just throw out the graphics and put all new shit in. Well, I wouldn't do that anyway, but that's beside the point. Synced bot AI, synced zombie AIs. I don't even know what the hell they think that means. But yeah, if you're trying to if you're actually putting together an asset kit, that's fine. I don't care. But
don't put it on Greenlight.
Really does look like don't put it on Greenlight.
And don't have swastika cactus.
Put it up somewhere where you're actually going to make some freaking money.
Yeah, they'd make a lot because on the Unity store, because holy crap, they would. But yeah.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah. Let me ask me again later on this, because I have to think about the implications of actually putting the possible ramifications for doing this the way they've done it. Chances are it was rejected from the Unity store or something.
Probably, actually.
All right. Well, let's move on.
Yep, I just sent it over.
All right. Let's go have a peek. What do we got? Santa's Big Adventures. This could be really good or really bad.
Note the font and note the assets. Very Digihome.
Very Digihome.
Actually, yes, very Digihome.
Beware of ice
Oh, Mello's
spikes.
home because he's playing Dead by Daylight again.
This tells me just how bored the Mellow is.
Yes, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to experience this. But the thing is, all
And
this
that
is
music
a
loop has a little clip. It has a silence bit at the end.
Yep.
It's you to stun the reindeer.
Yep.
I can't even.
This is all a Game Maker asset pack, by the way.
I figured.
Digital Homicides used it. So many other shit devs have used it. It's.
I mean, admittedly, Santa doesn't look horrible, and the idea is there, but Snowman can be stunned too.
Good.
Well, guess what? And you take damage from. Can we say, get your ass off to the App Store or the Google Play Store, please? That would be good. No thanks, not interested. It is entirely. It doesn't look like it's suited to PC. It looks like it would be. It would look far better on a very small screen.
It would look better on a Game Boy. Not even. It just reminds me of those dodgy religious consoles that you get.
Yeah.
Religious cards that you'd get for Game Boy and that.
Yeah.
Snowman can be stunned. Great.
All right. Let's go on to the next one. I don't want to buy this. Just no.
Okay. Where's that one that... Okay, this one. This is another one I tortured Mello with the other day.
Cool. As long as Mello's been tortured too, I'm okay. Fish World! Oh, gods. I didn't even get... The trailer hadn't even come up when I'm going, oh, man. What is this? Okay. I will give them this. There is one thing I will give them for this. They tried.
They did try.
They did try. That's an anglerfish.
It looks like a Newgrounds game. Looks like a Newgrounds game, to be honest.
You know what? I'm not even going to bug about the art style here. It's not worth bugging about. But
it's what's it called? The game where you're the fish and you have to eat all the little fish to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Well,
but
there's a bunch of games that have done that.
Done like this, yeah.
There was a Dreamcast that did that long time. A Dreamcast game that did that. It was Evolution Seventh Cross.
Yes.
There was also what was that other game? Spore did that too. You start out with that, and you kind of move up and up and up as you go.
Only, yeah, just Fish World.
Just remember, there's always a bigger fish.
Yeah.
At a couple of stages, you could be eating the anglerfish. Whoa! And he got et. Just plump.
Yep.
Sure.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. This is a thing that is. I mean, they tried.
Yep, it's a thing that exists.
I will give them this. They honestly tried to do something here. I will give that to them. It doesn't seem like it moves. It doesn't seem like it moves too badly. I mean, yeah, it kind of looks like crap, but I've never. But you know, even MS Paint assets can actually be okay. And it actually has a progression mechanic, and no, those bubbles aren't moving. But there's actually a mechanic here that is identifiable. You can move around and do things, and
although
there's a progression.
Something tells me it's either a tutorial or a Game Maker pack. I don't think that
it could be. And if we're being honest,
something tells me it is.
If we're being honest, the visual assets that got used are not actually. They make sense for what they are. They actually make sense. It
Yes.
doesn't look like that's not part of the tutorial.
It's
Obviously,
consistent. It's consistent at least.
everything's consistent. You have a clear mechanic. Let's have a look at the description because I'm pretty sure they did something with it. Oh goody! This is a simulator of fish. Survival amongst predators.
But Greenlight's best games want to feature them.
Of course they do.
Of course they do.
Honestly,
aliens in the universe do not talk to Earth because of this.
You know what
Thank
the sad
you,
part of
Solar
it is?
Strike. If you're out there,
Because
thank
it
you.
is actual because it actually shows an amount of effort in question. I'm tempted to devote
Oh,
it
here's
up.
something interesting.
Hit me.
Horridor in the comments. He's that guy who did the shit Greenlight devs group.
Right. Dear Val, please ban Russia for submitting to Greenlight. Oh, man. It's not a matter of the guy being Russian. It's not a matter of the guy being anything. It does look like he tried.
BMC makes shit and they're not Russian. Digital Homicide makes shit and they're not Russian. Do we need more examples? Clace makes shit. Actually, Clace's games isn't bad. It's just him as a person is awful. So yeah.
I mean, no, it
next.
doesn't look great, but you know what? You
It
can see
functions.
this actually it functions. It does what it's apparently intended to do. I don't actually take issue with this game. I don't take issue with the game directly.
I take issue more with the assets than the. And it does say buy this game, so something tells me it's going to be another 99-cent job.
I don't care, honestly.
You
know, again, it looks like he tried, and they've got something kind of, and what they're doing is clear. So
yes,
I don't actually take issue with this. I mean, yeah, it doesn't. Your artwork doesn't look great. You're not a pro tanker when it comes to art, but at least you animated your damn fish. They're all animated in some way.
Yes.
Okay, so your the bubbles in the background don't move. I don't even know what they're supposed to be, but it doesn't really matter. Every place you are,
but it's functional.
It's functional, and
and consistent.
I'm gonna vote this up. Much as it shocks people, it's probably shocking the people in the chat. I'm gonna vote this up. Why am I gonna vote this up? Because it does actually look like somebody actually tried to make a freaking game. And I'm okay with that.
And everyone can grab their pitchforks. I don't mind.
I'm going to vote it up because, that would be a thing. I mean, it doesn't look great. It probably plays okay. He doesn't seem to have any... The guy that made it doesn't seem to have any problem actually playing the damn game. So, sure, why not?
Oh, well, moving on then to this one.
Let's go on. Let's move on. I wouldn't call that one great, but it does deserve to exist.
Yeah.
Risking Ball, Woter. Okay.
Dev's name.
Yeah. Oh no. For release with. Oh wow. Where did he? What?
Yep.
I want to know what he's taking and where he found it. I need to be able to avoid it in future. If it weren't for all that blurring, it would actually look really just look like a really generic platformer. It just looks like it would be hard to play. And of course, for release in the background,
it's hard to watch.
It is hard to watch. It'd probably be difficult to play too because all that streaking is just. And it has to be intentional. They have to have done that on purpose. They did this for a reason. I don't think this.
I do like one of the comments. I just like one of the comments that just says needs more motion blur. I can still see the ball.
Yeah, this motion blur. I don't. They had to have done it on purpose. That's the only thing I can.
It looks like a 95 or a 98 when it freezes and you just drag the window around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks exactly like that.
It does, and you know what? I'm going to make a lot of people very sad. Again, if you're gonna do something weird and strange, then why the hell not?
Just not that. Just not that.
And yeah, your screenshots are all showing me the same things. It's
Yeah.
It's bright, it's colorful. The motion blur is not what I like,
Here's the
but
thing.
it's
If it was black and white, like the background was black and white and the ball was color, that would probably work better. But yeah, it's not good.
Added a double players game mode so you can go play with your friends.
2 people can play this, great.
To make the game more playable. Balls are not characters, don't make a game without a ball.
Yeah, there's too many just ball rolling or ball bouncing games.
There
on
are.
Greenlight, it's just...
There's Stephanie again.
Yep, take a shot.
I'm actually going to disagree with Jordan Firestar here. Yes, there is too much motion blur. If you got rid of the motion blur, it would probably be better. It would just be a generic thing.
Yeah.
If you cut it
honestly
in half,
looks like
it would probably look really good.
Yes. It honestly looks like what happens when a kid gets photoshopped for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like that. It really does.
Yeah. Okay, Deb, here's the deal. We're gonna link you this particular segment to this of the gathering at some point in the near future, and I'm pretty sure anybody that's watching the stream right now can do exactly that. Okay. And what I want is you to listen to what I'm going to what we've said so far, and keep it in mind. If you cut the motion blur down to about half, you'd probably have something really nifty on your hands. I'm going to vote you up, but I want to see that motion blur cut down.
The one thing I'd add as well is just black lines around things, just to show the edge of platforms and the edge of the ball and that. And it would look really good. It would look very stylistic. It would look cel-shady.
Yeah.
Rather than just blurred contrast.
Yeah, and that's a thing that I could get behind too. Do those two things, and you've probably got a really neat little game on your hands. I don't care about the ball. Yeah. The ball is fine.
It would remind me a lot of Ink. Of things like Ink and those other bounce platformers.
Okay, I'm going to vote you up because I think you've actually got something here, but I want you to cut that motion blur in about half and polish it up a little bit, and you're probably going to have something really nifty. Get some edges on those, just a little bit different.
Just define the shapes a bit
Define your shapes better, and you will really have something that could be good. As it is, I'm kind of hesitant to vote it up, but do actually, if you did those two things, just those two things, all of this negativity would probably vanish. Got the motion blur at about half.
Not all of it would vanish because it's the internet, but a lot of it would
probably you'd probably get a lot more positive response. We'll go that way. Okay. Somebody do me a favor. Once the stream is over, put a link on this game for this particular
either to this section or just the stream.
Okay. No. It actually needs a timestamp. And you right click and you say link to video at current time, and put that in there, so that he actually has some constructive criticism. Because I think this is what it's going to need. Beyond that,
okay,
we'll go. We're gonna move on now.
Okay. There you go.
Yep. Okay, let's do. Okay, we got one more. We got another one here. How many more you got left? Ooh, the silent place. This could be.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Did you cover this already, or?
No, I haven't seen
it's essentially Bland Line Miami. Yep. Landline Miami, anyone?
Oh God, no, please. Anything but this.
Okay, I've got 4 more.
Well, we can power through them in the next little bit. This stream's gonna be longer than the usual, but I really don't care at this point.
Okay.
You can cut the trees down, okay? Fine, with whatever knife or shit you have, and pick up stuff.
Oh dear. The dev of EZ FPS has posted a new game.
Okay, drop me a
I'll
like
look
on
at
that,
it
or
quickly.
yeah, go hunt that one down, if you would, please, Brick.
Yeah, I'm hunting it now. Yeah. Oh, it's that driver game that I noticed. I'll have a look-see. Oh dear. Oh dear.
That's supposed to be an asset pack, by the way. Another one of those asset pack things.
Yeah, I think it is.
No, it actually says that in the description. I read part of it when I looked at it earlier.
Oh.
Dude, HL.
Yeah, they're just making asset packs and trying to hock them on Greenlight.
If that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. But I do not recommend that he does that.
But yeah, I just love how bad the silent place is that we're ignoring it and talking about something else. But yeah, like I said, Landline Miami.
How long is this quote-unquote trailer supposed to be? Another 10 seconds.
Yeah.
The silent place, all the jumpy little letters. No, just no. No, your maps are too big. You don't have enough action. You're trying to be Hotline Miami, and you fucked it up. Just no.
Just like heaps of other.
There's
attempts.
1,006,000 games that do this already, and you put in filters.
Is there a link to that filter? Because I'd put money on it being an 80s style neon filter.
Okay,
nope,
so they changed the filter.
Same old generic.
Yep, it looks almost exactly the same. Now the picture looks more bright and contrasty, has great color palette. Next, please.
It's still bland. Okay, next.
Yeah, you're not just that's not going to make it look good.
Yeah.
It's going to take a lot more than that to make this game good, and you don't have it. Oh, no. This is a Greenlight trailer for I don't even know.
There's no trailer.
The trailer is dead. Long live the trailer.
Yep, trailer's dead.
We're processing this video. That's why it doesn't work. Okay. Now we know why there's an error.
It was processing like 6 hours ago when I looked at it.
Well, it's still processing apparently.
Either it's like a 2-hour trailer, or they just haven't bothered to go past the processing stage.
Oh, actually, no. They don't have any control of the processing stage. It takes as long as it takes.
Oh.
And I've seen YouTube take 3 days for a 30-minute video.
Jesus.
Okay? So
look at the second last image. There's power plugs on that wall, and they're giant, and there's like a black box which is meant to be a TV, and an untextured Xbox.
What the hell?
Yeah.
An untextured Xbox 360 controller that is supposed to be a TV.
A giant controller. Yeah, giant controller, flat
and these
TV.
Power plugs are the size are bigger than are the size of my torso.
They're big enough for me to put my finger in. Or jab a knife in. I don't. The one thing I noticed about the image, the box art image thing that got me was that it's just a picture of a gold block with a guy standing in a T-pose and badly cut out JPEG font.
Yep.
I
have no idea what that means. I have no idea what this means. None. I have no idea what it means.
There's no video, there's no nothing.
Kitty would know. If Kitty, if you're still here, can you tell me what the hell that's supposed to be?
Magic Google Translate. Hold on.
No. We'll actually get the person that speaks Russian to do it. Or not. She may not.
Okay, I just translated it. By stealth thief.
Really?
That's what it translates to. By stealth thief.
Okay.
So, from what I can guess, it's one of those games where you rob the house and try and get out. There's been a few of those, and this one looks the most awful.
I like the pillow stacking. But the requirements for Steam Greenlight are a video and 5 pictures. Your video doesn't work, mate, and you've only got 4 pictures. Oh.
Yep. But it's still worth highlighting the absolute awfulness that is on Steam Greenlight every day.
Video doesn't work. No English description for your English game, and the screenshots look bland and uninteresting.
Yeah, it's English-Russian. It says English-Russian.
English and Russian, yeah. Action, strategy, simulation, arcade. I don't think you know what strategy and simulation mean. You use those words. I do not know. I do not think they mean what you think they mean.
No.
So I'm going to go with ask me again later. Maybe the video will help us at some point. Let's have the next one, please.
Yep. Don't even bother reading the description. It's just junk. But
Mists of Epsilon. Now I'm going to pause this.
It's generic RPG Maker.
Oh, Jesus, child raping Christ. The game will be free.
The group sent this one. Yep. Read what they wrote.
Okay. Due to overwhelming hate that I have been getting, the game will be made free. I do love this game, and it's around 50 people upvoted it, so I want to make sure they still get a chance to play it. But if you like, you may still donate to the game if you feel that it's worth it. Okay, and there's a demo, which is even better. Miss F.
Are you game enough to... Actually, there wouldn't be anything in it. It would just be stock RPG Maker. I was just going to say, would you be game to try it? But no, there's nothing
might, actually. Let's have a look. Let's see what they've done. Because they might have actually done something. I don't know. Oh, he's speaking.
Dragon Age Origins, Dungeons and Dragons, and even a little dash of Dark Souls. Hello, this is Alan Biddle, the creator of Myths of Epsilon, a game inspired by the likes of Dragon Age Origins, Dungeons and Dragons, and even a little dash of Dark Souls. This is going to be a representation of the basic core mechanics of the game. What it won't include will be party mechanics and combat mechanics, because I believe both of those can be better experienced in person through the demo of the game, which runs the length of the prologue, which can last an hour to 2 hours, depending on how much time you wish to spend on it, which is roughly the length of Steam's demo time for the refund already. So if you're unsure about the game, I suggest you go and play that demo if this video does not convince you.
Stop talking and show gameplay.
Now, to begin with,
Yeah.
we'll show...
Do you mind me talking over him?
Go for it.
Oh, okay. He's saying stuff about how the demo will have has all this in it.
Mm-hmm.
Show a little bit of the gameplay to get people interested, for one, and two, he should have at least noticed what other RPG Maker games were doing on Greenlight. Like, the overwhelming hate is because he has just and only used stock assets, and he's literally just shown nothing original at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all these assets are unoriginal. He hasn't even changed the text box or the HUD or anything. It's just generic.
Well, there are some things that you can do with a menu screen that would make things better, but really the initial version of the menu screen is probably one of the better ones to do. You're going to dismiss something. Well, okay.
Honestly, just to make it less RPG Makery, like, I didn't pick this one out. This was another group one, and yeah. And yeah, of course Stephanie likes it. But yeah. It's, yeah. If it just needed something unique to it, like, it's just lacking a lot of anything, really.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're showing the level up demonstration.
Next game then, because there's not really much to talk about generic RPG Maker that hasn't been said.
Yeah, skills will give you no effect past level 7, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Okay, you've probably seen this one. You probably have, because this one's further back, but if you haven't, it's something to laugh at.
This game here is called Mists of Epsilon. There's Lord of the Funs. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a giggle. Maybe we can get a giggle. Brief, karate, foolish. Oh God, no.
This is me we're talking about, so of course I'd pick this one.
Oh.
It's essentially trying to be like Mortal Kombat, but weird naked Japanese guy. A weird Japanese guy in his underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about this. The photo quality's awful, like BMC awful, but I know it's competent and they haven't put English on it or anything. It's only in Japanese, but yeah. If the photo quality was better, I might be more inclined to like it, but yeah.
Fart joke.
Oh yeah, and he's talking about making an English translation, but yeah.
It had a fart joke.
Yep. Essentially, it's the same bloke.
Oh, no. No.
It's a few blokes, but it's... Yep.
The guy on the
essentially
right...
BMC.
That guy on the...
Use your words.
I lost them. They ran away.
It's essentially...
No.
It's very BMC.
This guy here over on the right, player 2, actually had a magic effect attack coming out of the front of his wife front. Coming out of his wife fronts, and he turns around and can fart on his opponent. He turns around and bends over, and his opponent falls down from like several feet away. If you're gonna make dick jokes, fart jokes, etc.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's just.
It's pretty much what BMC was aiming for with their live action shit, but this actually sort of succeeds in being somewhat entertainingly interesting.
Well, you know what? I'll be honest with you. In a universe where badass babes exists, and is a thing on Steam, this is just about par. I'm not particularly amused by it, but again, you have badass babes. Badass babes works, and it is a thing on Steam. And this is pretty much just the opposite of that. This is just a regular fighting game with pictures of pictures of men that have been pictures of men with in stop motion animation. It's what's called it's a technique called pixelation.
Yes.
And
yeah.
I mean, people liked Mortal Kombat. This will probably sell gangbusters
honestly, each to their own, really. And honestly, this is at least competent. You get people who like this in a weird cult way. I'm gonna rag on BMC some more, but unlike BMC, where they've literally just made it for themselves, this at least someone else who isn't your circle of friends would like it in some weird way. Like, it's not making jokes about the Holocaust and that. It's certainly immature. It's very immature. It's very stupid, but it's that lovely kind of
It doesn't seem to intend to be anything else. And that player one is called Nekomimi. It knows what it wants to be, and it's doing that part fairly well.
Yes.
Brief, karate, foolish. On top of that, your little thumbnail here. It's being completely honest with itself.
Yeah,
Necomania
it's
is
completely
losing.
honest. It's animated.
Why
it's,
not?
It's had more than 10 minutes of work put into it.
Yeah, and that's even that's
Yeah.
enough of it. Even that's enough.
Yeah,
Kenteko
but
Dojin, huh?
that's the thing. They know what they wanted to do, and
They know
they
what they
set
wanted
out
to
to
do.
do it,
They
and
went out to do it,
they did it.
and yeah, they used men here, which instead of women, I have
Yeah.
uh, I got
If the
nothing
photo
here.
quality was a bit better, I'd probably be more inclined to like
Beneath the
it.
cherry tree,
Like if the
and yeah,
yeah
I've seen this stuff before a couple times.
yeah
Um, you know what? Honestly, I have no reason to vote this down. They do actually
it's
work.
yeah it's not my cup of tea, but honestly, you get a laugh out of playing it. It's interesting enough to have a go at, even if it is some idiot streaming it, just taking the piss out of it, or Jim Sterling taking the piss out of it. It's still interesting enough to be engaging. It's not even that cringeworthy. Like BMC corners the market on cringe, pretty much. Like
Yeah.
nothing can beat BMC for cringe. But yeah,
All right.
if the photos were a bit clearer, maybe. But yeah,
There's only so much you can do with that too. I mean, really, 60.
honestly, it just looks like a basic enough fighter.
It
As
bounces
long
their
as
flip.
they aren't doing too much with it. They're
Uh,
not trying to add too much in.
brief fighters roll. Yeah. You know what? Uh,
They put time and effort in. They put
they
time and
did,
effort in.
and they actually, believe it or not, it looks like their description was actually proofread by people that actually speak English.
Yes.
Uh,
One of the comments just says a Hideo Kojima game.
Bizarro. Okay. You know what? Fine. I voted up that other one. I voted up the other
Yeah.
one. I'll vote this up too.
Here's
What
the
hell?
thing.
It's a thing that deserves to exist, at least.
It does exist, and it should at least be praised for doing what it set out to do and not being obnoxious about it or cringeworthy. Cringeworthy.
I
Rather.
agree.
But,
And it's
yeah.
got a single player mode, so yeah, you got actually a fighting AI.
Yeah. And idle animations.
And all that. So yeah, they didn't do a bad game. It just it's gonna draw
I was
crowd.
just going to joke that one of us should link this to be this is how you do a live action game.
Yeah, no shit.
Like let's rag on them some more, but basically I probably would have lightened the pixels up a bit so it looks a bit less like you took it with a phone from 98, but it looks all right.
And they're putting it out for free. So hey, what the hell?
Yeah.
Oh.
And people will play it for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'll bite. All right, next place.
Okay, this is the last one I've got. People kept saying this should be. This is another Groupon. People kept saying this should be looked at, but I don't know. I don't see too much wrong with it. It just looks like a shitty mobile port to me.
Snake 3D Rolls Adventure. Rolls Adventures. Well, I
didn't want to end on the briefs game, so.
What is it? Okay.
It's another one of those. It's essentially Snake. You eat the stuff, you get bigger.
Yeah, I get that part.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a mobile port. But, yeah.
It might not be. I don't know. It's got that Sonic 3D Blast look to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, not much of a trailer there, folks. Come on, you could do better.
Yeah.
Um, there's a demo. Uh,
I'm cool with that. There's a demo if you like it. If you want, play the demo. If not, but yeah,
I might. I don't know.
people kept saying this was awful, but I don't see it. I just see a average-looking game that's got average-looking mechanics and is just average.
Yeah,
It's not my cup of tea, but
it's thoroughly.
It's doing what it set out to do.
It's generic at best.
Yeah. But like I said, it's doing what it set out to do. It's this cute little platformer that hasn't got too much in it.
Wait, what?
It's doing that at least. Yeah.
I'm literally asking for info on the game in exchange for free promotion. How in any way is that shameless? Don't be a hypocrite when you're in a group dedicated to one of the biggest boosters on Greenlight. No,
yes,
we actually have much less reach than somebody like Jim Sterling. We don't have that kind of reach, but I wouldn't necessarily do this. And yeah, this game, actually, that's what I was thinking of. It's ripping off a game that belongs to Rare.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say, well, no. I'm gonna say no on this one because it's just not. It does. It
doesn't really add anything.
It doesn't add anything to the formula. Even if that's what they did, even if they did just rip off a Rare game, I wouldn't vote that up anyway. Okay.
Honestly, it just looks like generic. But that's all she wrote, so yeah.
All right, so it looks like we're done here. Ran a little later. It's actually been a lot of fun hanging out with you here.
Yeah.
If you want to drop,
happy to be here.
If you want to do this again next week, we can do that too.
I'll see what I'm up to because I might be streaming myself, like I said.
Well,
I'll probably shamelessly self-promote that in the group at some point. So
don't hold back on my account, certainly. All right.
Yeah.
So if you're streaming at that point, then I'll pick on Sid Alpha or maybe Gamer Guy in a Suit. That'll be good. Sid's apparently home right now, so that's
but happy to spread the weirdness that is Greenlight.
Absolutely. Okay, guys. Yep. I know we didn't get a lot of response to our event today, and that's kind of unusual for you lot. I do appreciate you guys bringing those things in, and we'd like to see more of it.
Thanks
please
me finding the horrible one.
Yeah, Rick here actually wound up having to find most of these herself. So let's get on those a little bit earlier, shall we? Driver. Let's go look at Driver real quick.
Yeah, we'll look at Driver quickly.
We can look at.
I looked at it before. It just looks like another one of their stupid asset pack style things. It looks like a bad GTA clone.
Oh, we're gonna do that one too. Camping with friends.
Yes.
Driver. This is our Unity 3D driver. Yep, made with Unity.
Oh, great.
Oh, look, the physics were in such a state that the car spawned above the ground, and I don't know who that is.
It's also known as Skate Man Intense Rescue.
Oh, geez.
It actually looks a bit like that. With that frame rate and that.
Yeah. I can't tell. The character here looks like it might even be female. Just a genera. Yeah. It's like Generabot F number 336.
Those physics.
Yeah, and if you're gonna, you need to press key F.
It's just a very shitty GTA clone.
This is apparently designed for use inside an open world game. That's what the description said. It's really
Put it on the Unity store then.
yes. Put this
Just-
on the Unity store. It's a pack, dude. You're actually only really selling the scripts anyway, because I think all of these assets
Yeah.
came out of a different pack. You just put the assets in the thing to get us so you could be able to make a trailer. And I can guarantee that's what
Yeah.
you've done. Okay, you're not selling the asset pack, you're really just selling the Unity scripts. But put this on the Unity store, dude. Seriously. Unless it's been turned down for Unity
Make
store.
more money doing that.
And it is doing
Honestly,
casual
it might have
free-to-play.
been.
Nope, that bot looks male from the front. But from the back, it looks female.
Oh dear. That other game that you saw, I can't see it, so I think it's just... So I don't see it on most recent.
Yeah, give me a second. It's camping with friends or some shit.
No, it's not there. It's not there. Must have
Reload
been
your page,
deleted.
then.
Or made private.
Go
No,
ahead
I'd
and
reloaded
reload.
it just then.
Go ahead and reload. We'll have a look at it in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Asset pack. Now you're going to jack a police car. Ask me again
Oh, there
later.
it is.
I don't even know what.
For some reason through Steam it didn't show up. Oh dear.
I don't even know what to think about this at this point. Yeah, I'm gonna put Ask Me Again later on it and click you backwards.
Yep.
Camping with Friends by Quirky.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, there it is. This is the Steam
Just
Greenlight
look at
trailer
it.
for Camping
That's all
with
I can say.
Friends trailer. Okay. Red Sky Studios. This looks like a generic shit game. Generic shit Unity /
What do you
Unreal
know?
game.
It is a generic shit game.
That's a bunny rabbit. And a Winnebago, or I think it's a Winnebago. A group of friends went camping in the wilderness completely alone. They were all found murdered, but one. In 2003.
Slight spoiler. Camping with friends on Kickstarter.
Oh dear.
There's no Kickstarter thing on the Greenlight page, but there is an announcement saying that it has a Kickstarter. Hold on. I want to see how much they expect to get for this.
RV is broken, miles of wilderness separating you from civilization. When night falls and there is no escape. Sigh. The
One backer has pledged 260 Canadian dollars
Ooh.
out of 10,000. They want 10,000 for this. 10,000 Canadian, so yeah.
Well, they at least bothered to
Red Sky Studios. I know that name from somewhere. Hold on. I know that name. Hold on.
I've seen
Yeah,
the
this
name
is
too
looking
somewhere,
for it.
but I can't place it. Boom, boom, boom. Go all the way to the back into the bedroom thing. Oh wow, and somebody's unmentionables actually flattened. Hide, fight, or run, the choice is yours. My thinking is haul ass. Out the back window, pal. Well, at least answer the door.
Oh dear. They might be in some trouble
Oh dear, what?
because they're using the name Red Sky Studios and there's already There's a few things called Red Sky Studios.
Yeah, that would be bad, unless it's the same. Oh, wow.
I don't think it is because they're saying
Okay.
they're from Canada.
Monster of the Week
And all these
thing.
say... Yep.
Okay.
Hello, you there?
Yeah, Monster of the Week.
Yep.
This is the Monster of the Week simulator, number 8126.
Yep. It's not a game studio though, so they might be okay, but it's still called Red Sky Studio.
But
It's a movie studio, which just might be where I know it from.
good to see more good games coming this 20. I'd be willing to bet both of those people are friends of the developer
Or trolling.
or trolling or something.
Yeah.
They have
But
an
yeah,
announcement.
they've called their game studio Red Sky Studios, and there's a movie studio called Red Sky Studios, which won't be too happy.
Probably not.
Won't be too happy.
Offers a truly
Although
unique
there,
perspective on horror games. No, it doesn't. You and your friends
no,
get to experience camping at a whole new level. No, we don't.
there's a
Let's
few
have a
things
look.
called BMC, but
I like it. Check
it's
out.
a shortening of Blanche Monclar or whatever they call themselves. So
Check
yeah.
out
Oh
their
dear.
R&B. Really thin tires that aren't textured, and that texture comes right off of fucking Winnebago.
Yep.
Except without the brand markings on it.
Yep. But yeah, I was just saying because Simon says in the chat that there's a few things called BMC as well. BMC is short for something like Blanche Monclar or something, and I'm butchering that French. But yeah. Maybe it's the same studio. I don't think so because this is in Massachusetts and these guys are from Canada.
Well, they're from Connecticut. I don't care. Let's see.
Yeah. And Red Sky is basically a movie equipment rental / studio filming site. So
yeah,
it's
that's not going to be a lot of.
It's not a game. It's not a game studio.
Which means they probably get away with it. Okay. All right then.
They
I think
might.
that's pretty much it for us. It's been nice having you. If you can come back next week, that'll be great. I know Mello is back in 2 weeks.
Nice being here. It's nice being here. So
absolutely, yeah. And that will be it for Greenlight Gathering episode 10. Gamers in the Mist. We have gone and braved the fog of Greenlight to try and find something good in here. We did actually manage to find a couple. So that's at least a success.
I like the cat one. Cat one's good.
Yeah,
the cat one's good. Yeah.
There's a couple of others that actually deserve to exist in there. Most of it doesn't.
A lot of it doesn't.
All right. And okay, I will be back.
I butchered the French of it before.
I will be back in about 5 hours for a makeup squirrel time tonight. We will be playing We will be continuing our Let's Play of Trails of Cold Steel, which will be fun. Beyond that, right. If you like what we're doing, then please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all that sort of fun thing. If you think we're just being dicks, then feel free to downvote. I promise I won't take it personally. If you look down in the description, you will find some more links. You will find a link to my Steam page, my Twitter, and my Twitch channels. And below that, you will find some other links: PayPal, Patreon, and an Amazon wish list, so you can suss out what I want to put together the new computer, so we can actually play better games, or at least more demanding games. Because that would actually be a really nice thing to have. That and my computer's getting ready to go tits up. That's why I do as many games. That's why I don't do. That's why I only do one stream a day for a couple of hours, in order to reduce the amount of stress that my poor computer takes. It's actually tried to shut up. It actually tried to shut up shop completely yesterday, which was more than a little annoying. So, between now and 8 p.m. tonight, Pacific Daylight Time. Be safe, be sane. This is Lord Crocosquirrel and a Flying Brick.
See ya.
All right, we're gonna sign off. Keep it coming, guys. Let's have some more recommendations next week. We know when they're coming. We know when the streams come. We just got to keep them going. All right. Be safe, be sane, and yeah, let's make games fun again.